What's happening? What's happening with it? Y'all already know what it is. You tuned in to another episode of Everything Boxing. There you go, talking that boxing again. And y'all already know what it is. When you come in the building, make sure that y'all hit that like button. Make sure that y'all hit that like button for me one time. Yeah, we definitely gonna cook today. Definitely gonna cook today. Had some things happen over the weekend, and we gonna cook on it. And we got a lot more to cook on too. So y'all hit that like button as you come in the building. Jay Lee, the chosen one, what's happening with it? Oh, Mike, what's good with it? Yeah. Smash on that like button when y'all come in the building. Jump in the comments. Let me know y'all in the building. Light skin business, what's happening with it? AJ64, Mike Biggs Boxing, Cortez Bowles in the building. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we gonna cook today. We gonna cook today. Master Khalik, what's happening with it? The Queen Sheena is in the building. She came in early today. What's up, Sheena? Let me make sure I read your comment. Signs, what's happening with it? D-Stress 81. D-Stretch 81. What's happening all the way from London? What it do? Darren J, what it do? Bro, Leo Aubrey. I guess I can't really pronounce your name, but what's happening with it? Abreu. I think it's Berlio Abreu. KP, what's happening with it? Game to win. AJ64. Yeah, what it do? Yeah, and y'all hit that like button as you come in the building. Y'all hit that like button. Yeah, we finna definitely cook today. A lot going on. A lot going on. A lot been going on. You know, and Jay West, Steven Styles. Yeah, both fact, you know what I'm saying? Both fact, he got exposed. He really got exposed this time, and we really gonna cook on his ass. Maurice Hooker, I appreciate Maurice Hooker for winning me some bread, you know, because I picked him to lose. I didn't think Maurice Hooker was gonna beat Blair Cobb because he just ain't it no more. His head ain't in the game. We got a lot going on. Tank Davis. What Tank Davis back up against the wall, just like I told y'all it would be. You know, I fuck with Tank. Tank is a hell of a fighter. You know what I'm saying? Tank is a tremendous talent, but it's back up against the wall. And I told y'all it was going to come down to this. Yeah, I told y'all it was going to come down to this. Banking on that Ryan Garcia shit. And I told y'all when they first started talking about that shit, I said it ain't going to happen. And I told y'all it wasn't going to happen. Yeah, so we're going to talk about that. But it's back up against the wall. See, they was banking on that Ryan. We got Ryan Garcia. Knowing that shit wasn't going to happen. Knowing that the two entities, they don't do business with each other. DAZN and PBC, DAZN and Mayweather, whatever, they don't do business with each other. Never have and probably never will. But yeah, it's back up against the wall. But you know how boxing fans is. If they like a fighter, they'll let a fighter get away with anything. They'll let a fighter get away with anything. Man down, what's happening with it? But this weekend, it was some cool fights. It was some good fights, you know. Some good fights, you know. My prediction record, like knockout, you know what I'm saying? My prediction record this weekend was flawless. I'm gonna get on here and act like knockout. My shit was flawless this weekend. You know what I'm saying? How they was gonna win, you know, all of that. But y'all hit the like button. Y'all hit the like button. Let's talk about. I heard who was it? I heard Knockout and W Right Side and my man Get the Smoke. I heard them talking about Floyd Schofield. That's Kid Austin. If y'all don't know who Kid Austin is, go check him out. Floyd Schofield. He fought on the undercard on that DAZN card this weekend. And I heard them chopping it up on him and talking about how good he is. And this is one of the kids that said that he really fucked up Devin Haney in sparring, right? He said that he basically damn near knocked out Devin Haney in sparring and had Devin Haney, you know, doing the stanky leg and all of that. He said he fucked up Devin Haney in sparring. It is what it is, you know. I got to see him for the first time fight this weekend. And yeah, Dub Right Side, y'all was talking about Floyd Schofield on your channel, right? I ain't gonna say he was capping. I mean, I don't know what happened in they sparring. If he hurt Devin Haney in sparring, he hurt Devin Haney in sparring. It is what it is. But I got to see him fight this weekend, and you know, he got a lot. He's only 19. He got a lot to learn. To me, analyzing him, what I saw that, you know, he got good explosiveness. He got good power. You know, he don't use his jab a lot. You know, I was calling for him to start using the jab in that fight. And then he did finally start using it. And when he did start using the jab and setting up his shots better, he did get the stoppage. Right? But one thing I do notice about him is he fights in spurts. And he's unsure of himself. When he get an opponent hurt or he hit an opponent with a hard shot, he'll step back and then he won't get back to work. Like, he fights in spurts. So that's one thing I did notice, and he gonna have to work on that. You know what I'm saying? He gonna have to work on that. He explodes and he fights in spurts, and then he'll back off and let the opponent off the hook. So that's one thing I didn't like about. I didn't like that about him, you know. But like I said, he's only 19. He just started working with Ronnie Shields. I think this was his first fight with Ronnie Shields. So I'm looking for him to get a lot better. But he do got a lot to improve on. You know what I'm saying? He got a lot to improve on. So as far as mentioning him up there with and he only got, like 10, 11 fights. So as far as mentioning him right now with the Devin Haneys and the Vasil Lomachenko's and all them type of guys, he's not there yet. He's not nowhere near there. He get in the ring with Devin Haney inside of a real ring. Devin Haney will box his fucking head off and make him look amateurish. Like, it wouldn't even be close. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't even be close. The kid got a lot to work on. But Devin Haney had a lot to work on at that stage in his career. You know what I'm saying? We didn't even get to see Devin Haney fight when he only had 11 fights because he was still fighting in Mexico. So I'm going to give a kid, you know, some credit and just say that he got a lot to work on. But I think if he continue to work and he continue to grind, he will be he gonna be good. But right now he's not up there to even be talking about what he did in sparring with the Devin Haney because he's not on Devin Haney's level right now, you know. And so that was my assessment from Floyd Schofield. You know, he'll get better and he'll get better. Knockout boxing, what's happening with it? And the Queen, Miss Knockout Boxing in the building. Dub Right Side. Mr. Biggs, what's happening with it? Let me see who else I missed. My man Antonio King, A Sneed, Steven Styles, my man, let me see who we got. My man OTB Boxing Class 101 in the building. We also got my man KG, what's happening with it? Big Ken's Barbecue in the building. Representing. Yes, sir. Y'all hit that like button. Everybody in the building hit that like button. Yeah. 817, the shit started in the building. Sean T. The best dad ever, you know, he's Javante Tank Davis's number one fan, and the Rise Podcast number one fan. And salute to the Rise Podcast. And my man say, Team Tank coming to take over ETB channel today. What's happening with it, man? The Mr. Steal Your Chin, aka the best dad ever. Tank, your boy Tank back up against the wall. Like I said, man, this has nothing to do with Tank's skills and abilities. Tank is a hell of a fighter. He's a hell of a fighter. Can't nobody, say that he not. But it's back up against the wall because that Ryan Garcia shit ain't panning out, and it didn't pan out. And I try to tell everybody. I told you knockout, my brother knockout. I tried to tell you. You're like, well, what if he fights Tank? I mean, what if he fight Ryan Garcia? Are you gonna give him credit for that? He ain't fighting Ryan Garcia. I told y'all that. I said that fight ain't gonna happen. I try to tell y'all. And once again, I'm gonna dry that shit down your hearts until you get tired of it. Once again, Mr. Tank Davis, the number one fighter over there at TMT Promotions. That is not a free agent. It had Knockout Boxing 86 TV. That shit had, don't try to play that role. Don't try to flip it. That shit has nothing to do with Ryan Garcia not wanting to smoke. PLG Ski, y'all too. It has nothing to do with Ryan Garcia not wanting to smoke. In Knockout Boxing, as much as you cover boxing and watch everything, you know that Knockout. You know it has nothing to do with Ryan Garcia not wanting that fight. It has everything to do with his promoter. His promoter don't want that fight. And then for Tank Davis to be mentioning Ryan Garcia and for Ryan Garcia to be mentioning Tank Davis, that shit was just ignorant in the first off because he knew that Oscar De La Hoya, they all knew that Oscar De La Hoya wasn't finna do no business with TMT Promotions and the PBC side over there. They wasn't finna get no business done. We know that Oscar De La Hoya don't fuck with Al Heyman, and Oscar De La Hoya and Floyd Mayweather don't fuck with each other. We knew that. So for us to try to put it on, oh, well, it's because Ryan Garcia don't want to fight. Ryan Garcia don't have no control of that shit. That shit is way above and out of the reach of Ryan Garcia or Javante Tank Davis's hands. It don't have nothing to do with Ryan Garcia or Javante Davis. That shit is between Floyd Mayweather, Al Heyman, and Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya don't want Ryan Garcia in the ring with no motherfucking Javante Tank Davis for what? He looking at the situation like, yeah, I'm going to front and I'm going to pretend like I want Ryan Garcia in the ring with Tank Davis, and I'm going to pretend like I'm doing everything to make that fight because this is Ryan Garcia. I'm supposed to be working for him. This is my fighter. This is what my fighter is telling me I want. So I got to at least make it look like I'm trying to make the business happen. But I know all along that I don't fuck with them and they don't fuck with me. Glove Up Boxing says, Key, did I get a notification? Did I get a notification? Did you get a notification? I'm confused. I don't think they send me notifications to my own channel, bro. But salute to my man, Coach in the building, Glove Up Boxing and more. I don't think they did. I don't know. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's why I put that, in the video that I put out. If y'all ain't checked it out, I'm not, like I said, as far as Tank Davis in the ring, hell of a fighter. But we got to stop looking over the bullshit that Tank Davis be doing. You know what I'm talking about? Tank Davis, he lies to the fans. He lied to the fans, and that's not okay. Why you running around here talking about you a free agent? And Bob Arum, he did an interview with Fred, and Bob Arum said, I ain't try to contact Gervonta Davis personally because when I talked to Floyd, Floyd told me that he wasn't a free agent. He was still under contract with us. You heard so right? So Bob Arum said that. Then y'all heard, before Bob Arum even said any of this, y'all heard Eddie Hearn tell y'all that they sent him a fucking email talking about that, stay away from my fighter or you gonna get sued. But y'all said Eddie Hearn was capping. So, like I said, let's all stop fronting. Let's stop fronting when it comes to Tank Davis. Let's just talk about it and tell it like it is. He lied. He lied to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Whether he lied to sell the fight or whatever he did, at the end of the day, a lie is a lie. You know what I'm saying? A lie is a lie. And y'all was telling me I was capping and I didn't know what I was talking about and I'm making up shit, and Gervonta Davis, he ain't with TMT no more, and he gonna fight Garcia, and it's gonna be the biggest fight in boxing. And now we back where we were with Tank Davis. We ain't got nowhere. We haven't got nowhere with Gervonta Davis. We're back at stage one. He ain't got no motherfucking big name opponent coming up because that Ryan Garcia shit fell through. And we back at stage one. We either gonna see him in a rematch with Isaac Cruz, or we gonna see him in a fight with another Rudy Poot ass opponent. This don't have nothing to do with Bill Haney. We're not going to look here. Look here. Best dad ever. You my guy. I fuck with you. I fuck with you, Mr. Steal Your Chin. But I'm gonna let you know how it is, bro. Bruh, if you not getting a paycheck from none of these fighters, because I'm not getting no paycheck for nan one of these fighters. So when you're wrong, and I'm gonna call it out. So if you ain't getting a paycheck from Gervonta Tank Davis or his camp, get off the bullshit. Get off the boo-boo. Get off the boo-boo. Because this shit ain't about Devin Haney and Bill Haney. Bill Haney had his day. You know what I'm saying? We didn't already talk to. We're not gonna switch the goalpost and try to make this about Devin Haney and Bill Haney, because it's not. This is about Gervonta Tank Davis lying, and then we pretending like it's okay just because. No, it's not okay. And now he finna come back and he finna fight another Rudy Poot or fight a rematch with an Isaac Cruz, and I don't want to see that shit. Why I want to see you rematch a man that you already beat and you only have one hand? Why? For what? I'd rather see you fight Jose Valenzuela or somebody like that. Get that kid can fight. Give somebody like that some smoke. You know, let me just point the facts out. We're not down in Gervonta Tank Davis and his abilities and skills, but we are going to call bullshit when it's bullshit. And see, and what he's doing, this is why he gets comments like this. He says Tank wants duck. He said Tank ducks mostly Black American fighters and cherry picks Latino fighters just like that. And you're gonna have comments like that when you're moving like he's moving. I know y'all like him, but that's beside the point. And Coach, you said you was live. Nah, I didn't get no notification at all. Coach, next time but a lot of times if you going live around that time, I'm working and I'm doing things. So a lot of times if you go next time, just shoot me the link. Shoot me the link to my phone. You got my number, Coach? Shoot me the link to my phone. You know how YouTube be doing. I have to check to see if I even got a notification. Let me see. Hell no, they didn't send me no notification, Coach. PLG Ski says, bro, he could have re-signed. I don't care if he re-signed, was never a free agent. The main fact is that he's still with him. That's my main point. And we still at square one when it comes to Tank Davis. We're not going to get nowhere. Lou Crispy said, Keon, who you got, Jose Valenzuela or Pitbull? Man, Jose Valenzuela way better than Pitbull Cruz. He's a way better fighter than Pitbull Cruz, and I've seen them both right there up close and personal, live, ringside. I've seen them both out sitting ringside. He's a much better fighter than Pitbull, to me. No. The best dad ever. We are we are not gonna say that about me. You can say that about you, but we're not gonna say that about me. He says, I'm gonna support my fighter. That first of all, that ain't your fighter. Tank Davis is not your fighter. Tank Davis is a fighter, but he ain't your fighter. Now, it may be your favorite fighter, but he ain't your fighter. You said, I'm gonna support my fighter same way you support yours. No, you're not. Because when my fighter get to moving funny, if a fighter that I like, and I'm a fan of, because I don't have no fighter, and salute to Blue Blood that just signed Brian Norman to a deal. He just signed Brian Norman, so Blue Blood has a fighter. I don't promote no fighter, and I don't manage no fighter, so I don't have a fighter. You feel me? Now, in the future, I'm going to have some fighters, but it's going to be my own kids. But I don't have a fighter. So let's get that cleared up. And you don't either. So when you say you're going to support them like I do, nah, that's not the same support. If your homeboy is fucking up, you supposed to tell your partner that he fucking up. If your partner's moving funny and he moving wrong, you supposed to tell your partner that he's moving funny and he's moving wrong. And you're supposed to hold him accountable for his actions. That I do. You're not doing that with Tank Davis. So yeah, it's not the same. It ain't the same, bro. KP from KC5 said he probably gonna fight the dude that beat Chris Cobra. I mean, wouldn't surprise me. What you mean, PLG Ski? We don't know if Tank Davis lied. See, this is the type of shit I'm talking about. Bro, y'all act like this man is your child. Y'all act like that Gervonta Davis, that your girl birthed him and he's a child of yours. That's how y'all be acting when it come to Tank. You see, this the shit I'm talking about. Gotta call it even, and we don't know if he lied or re-signed an extension on a contract. Don't mean he wasn't a free agent. Bruh, he lied to you. What you mean we don't know if he lied? The man said that he was leaving. He sat down with Brian Custer, and Brian Custer said, so does that mean that you're leaving Mayweather Promotions, that you no longer will be with Mayweather Promotions? And he said, yeah, that's what it means. I'm leaving. And then he turned around and told a reporter, I don't know what you're talking about. I never said that. And you gonna sit up here and tell me we don't know if he lied or not? Man, miss me with that shit, bro. Like, come on, man. We grown-ass men on here. We don't need to be doing this shit. This man ain't finna send you no check. This man is not finna do nothing for you. So for you to be sitting up here capping for this man like that, that shit's ridiculous. To say that we don't know if he lied or not. My man Knockout says, Venezuela, Martin, and Rivera are the names he needs to fight since Ryan Garcia, Oscar, and their team are full of shit. We can't say that Ryan Garcia is full of shit because Ryan Garcia, in my opinion, really wants to fight Tank, but Oscar don't want it. And it wasn't going to happen. And so when I told y'all in the very beginning it wasn't going to happen, but I said this. If y'all go back, I can't remember what live I said it on. I said, this is exactly what's going to happen. And I think I was on live with Money Brown. I said, this is exactly what's going to happen. I said the fight is going to fall apart because it was never put together in the first place because of Oscar De La Hoya. And I said everybody going to blame Ryan Garcia because Ryan Garcia is the easy one to blame. When the whole time it's going to be Oscar De La Hoya and, his management team. Ryan don't have no control of none of that shit. Quite frankly, Ryan Garcia don't have control of nobody he fights. But when Gervonta Tank Davis, right, when we're looking at his situation with Floyd Mayweather and Leonard Ellerbe, and we knew he didn't have control of nobody that he fought. We blamed it all on Floyd Mayweather and Leonard Ellerbe. It was never Tank. It was always Floyd Mayweather and Leonard Ellerbe. Well, what's the difference between Ryan Garcia? If anybody in here thinks that Ryan Garcia runs his own career and can pick who he wants to fight, y'all need to learn more about boxing. That's all I'm going to say about that. And this ain't about me taking up for Ryan Garcia because I'm not a big fan of Ryan Garcia or nothing like that. It's just, right is right. Right is right and wrong is wrong. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Garcia do a lot of fuck shit, but we can't blame Ryan Garcia for this situation. Because he ain't got no control over that. You know what I'm saying? So, but I can blame Ryan Garcia for opening his big ass mouth along with Gervonta Tank Davis because they both knew that their management team wasn't going to make that fight or that Oscar De La Hoya wasn't going to make that fight. You know what I'm saying? They both knew that. So for them both to be running around, you know what I'm saying, like some goddamn clowns, calling each other out like the fight was going to happen. Why y'all, all these other fighters and y'all worried about each other and y'all know that the Zone ain't never did no motherfucking business with TMT or with or Golden Boy. Let's say Golden Boy. Knowing that Golden Boy ain't never did no business with Mayweather Promotions or PBC. Never. They ain't never did no business with each other. Mac World Media, what's happening with it? And y'all smash the like button. Y'all smash the like button. So, I'm just telling like it is. If I told a lie, tell me where I told a lie at. Tell me where I told a lie. But I don't want to see Tank Davis fight no goddamn Hector Garcia. I want to see Tank Davis. Man, it's so many. Tank is a big enough name to where, I'm going to say this, right? I'm going to say this because we know we got the size of the streets and the different promotional companies. So I'm going to say this. Tank is a big enough name to where he could fight pretty much anybody he want to on the PBC side of the street. On the PBC side of the street, he could fight any name he want to, and I'm going to say from 130 to 140 pounds. From 130 to 140. He can. And Cassandra Mason is in the building. Salute. What's happening with it, John Kramer? What's happening with it, Mr. Sheldon? So, let's stop getting personal and getting mad when a nigga like me come on here and tell it like it is and call out the shit that Tank is doing. Because we don't have no problem calling out what Ryan Garcia do or whoever else it may be. We don't have no problem when we call out Jamal Charlo, right? And the bullshit he do. So we're not going to have a problem doing the same shit for Gervonta Davis. Best dad ever says, Tank ain't did nothing for me, but he definitely did something for my community, so I'm going to respect him. That's that. You can respect him. If you calling him out on his bullshit, it don't mean that you don't respect him. I respect Gervonta Davis, but I don't respect, right, how he moving in the sport of boxing. That's what y'all need to stop mixing up. This has nothing to do with Tank Davis in his personal life and how he's moving, you know, in his community or out in the streets. Ain't got nothing to do with that. You got to be a boxing fan. You're a boxing fan. If you boxing fan, you want these fighters to move like motherfucking champions, bro. You know, all this new shit in boxing, like, oh, well, the belts. I don't even like that shit. Like, oh, the belts don't mean anything. No, the way that these sanctioning bodies do and the way that these fighters move, that make you want to say that the belts don't mean anything. But in sports, any sport, that trophy means some shit. Them belts mean some shit. In the NBA, that NBA championship trophy means something. In the NFL, that Lombardi trophy means something. In boxing, those belts should mean something. And these fighters, right, wanting to fight the best competition, just like Brian Norman said when I interviewed him on Saturday. Oh, he say he better than me? And we in the same division? Why I want to fight him? Just because I'm competitive and I want to show everybody that I'm better than him. That's what it's all about. And if you lose, you lose. Like boxing fans, y'all starting to move like, okay, he's my favorite fighter, so this fighter can do no wrong. And I'm gonna protect this fighter because he's my favorite fighter with everything I have. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna protect this fighter. That's my job. That ain't your job. Your job is to hold all these fighters accountable. Yes, sir, 817, and RIP to the legend, Kurt Sugar. He definitely would be proud of my brother Blue doing big things. Box Talk 101, salute. Box Talk 101 says, Ryan doesn't control shit. Unfortunately, even his parents micromanage his every move. It's really sad. Yeah, he don't control nothing. Until Ryan Garcia gets a chance to become a free agent and gets out of that contract with Oscar De La Hoya, he don't control nothing. Now, I'm gonna give Ryan Garcia the same motherfucking smoke if he stay over there with Oscar De La Hoya, and then he comes up and he becomes a free agent, and then he decides to sign back with Oscar De La Hoya, knowing that he can't get none of these fights that he been running his mouth about. And he gonna get the same smoke that Tank Davis did and that Terence Crawford did. So, you know, Robert Davis was happening with it. Chef Dre Boog, what'd he do? But yeah, man, I don't even know that Tank that he shouldn't even been calling out Ryan Garcia or even, you know what I'm saying, because it's other fighters that the fight is more possible. That fight is not possible. It never was to me. But Coach said Ryan can still go over and make the fight under the Ali Act. Man, that shit don't fucking apply to none. These fighters ain't doing that, man. All that Ali Act shit, and he could leave his promoter and go over. Man, what fighter you see? Hey, they ain't doing that shit, bro. That shit just sound good. But yeah, y'all hit the like button. Y'all smash the like button. Yeah, right. Jay Grant, right. Now Dev got the belts. They don't mean nothing. But Floyd was always saying them belts didn't mean nothing. I really never heard Tank talk on that, so I can't really put Tank and say that Tank said that. But Floyd was always kind of saying that shit. But Floyd ain't in the game. But it looked like that the way these fighters is moving now that Devin got the belts, they don't mean nothing. But I don't know, man. These fighters a lot of these fighters funny acting. A lot of these fighters is funny acting the way they move. Real talk. I'm ready for football season to start. But Hustles Holmes, what's happening with it? Ryan Garcia, you got to take him serious. As far as the shit that he says, you can't take none of the shit that he says serious. But as a fighter, you got to take him serious in the ring because he can fight. He's dangerous, He got flaws and he got tremendous skills that go with those flaws. But Ryan Hustles Holmes, Ryan ain't doing exactly what he want to do. Ryan is not doing none of exactly what he want to do because Ryan do what Oscar De La Hoya in DAZN and his, the people above him tell him to do. That's the fact. But yeah, y'all hit the like button. Y'all smash the like button. Smash on my like button. But let's get into these fights. Let's get into talking about this weekend. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into talking about the weekend. I'm going to go straight to, let me see. I'm going to go straight to Blair Cobb and Maurice Hooker. And Bo Mac got exposed. Yeah, his fat ass got exposed this weekend. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about fat ass Bo Mac getting exposed. Now, it's Monday. I'm going to drop some links for my brothers if you want to hop up here and touch on this situation, Fat ass nigga got exposed, and we going to talk about it. Let me see. I'm gonna shoot some links out. Because I was going to make a video about this, and I said, I ain't going to go that hard on him. I just, talk about it on live. Because I was going to go real hard. Y'all know how I do on them video. I'm really going to get in his ass and make a video about it, but I left it alone. I left it alone. But we definitely going to talk about it right now. Hold on. Let me get these links sent out. We definitely gonna talk about it. Let me see. Hold on. 1 second. I'm getting these links sent out, y'all. Hold on. There we go. So, yeah. This weekend, and for everybody to know, I picked Blair Cobb. And thank you to Blair Cobb for winning me some money, and thank you for Maurice Hooker for folding like a lawn chair. Yeah, I appreciate it. Because I picked Blair Cobb to beat Maurice Hooker. That was my pick. That was my underdog pick this weekend was Blair Cobb to beat Maurice Hooker. I told y'all how, first of all, I didn't respect Maurice Hooker coming in once again overweight. Man came in 3 pounds overweight and was nonchalant about that shit on the scale. He was smiling when he weighed in, was flexing and all that shit. And that shit rubbed me the wrong way. And I told y'all, I said, all right. I said, he think that shit cool to come in overweight like that. I said, watch this nigga get his ass beat. I said he gonna fuck around and get his ass beat by Blair Cobb. And that's exactly what happened. And he better be glad that Blair Cobb don't have no ring IQ, because if Blair Cobb had a ring IQ, Maurice Hooker would have still been in the coffin right now. He would have got knocked clean out, and Maurice Hooker would have still been in the coffin. But Blair Cobb don't have no motherfucking sense. You know what I'm saying? He don't have no sense. He don't have no ring IQ. But yeah, Blair Cobb went out there and got in Maurice Hooker ass. Maurice Hooker, he looked slow. He looked fucking out of shape. The nigga looked skinny fat. You know what I'm saying? And it was just, he just looked pitiful. You could see his punches coming from a mile away. Goddamn, Blair Cobb, he got tired too. But one thing about Blair Cobb, he was still like the Energizer Bunny. He was still like the Energizer Bunny. You know what I'm saying? He was still moving back and forth, bouncing up and down, moving back and forth, even though he was tired. You know, and you could tell that he was tired. Maurice Hooker, he was tired from the motherfucking time he jumped in the ropes because he was out of shape. You know, and he tried. Maurice Hooker tried, but he just didn't have it in him. And one thing I noticed about Maurice Hooker is his arms got tired. He kept trying to shake his arms out and shit. You know what I'm saying? But one thing is Terence Crawford looked silly to me, because when he talked about Maurice Hooker before the fight, he said he guaranteed that Maurice Hooker was going to go in there and knock out Blair Cobb. He didn't worry about nothing. He said, I guarantee he going to knock out Blair Cobb. And I was looking and I said, this motherfucker finna look stupid after the fight. I said, because I got Blair Cobb beating his ass. And that's what happened. But let's talk about Bomac, because we all saw the fight. We all saw what went down in the fight. So I ain't going to go into too much in trying to break down the fight, you know. But, and if y'all did see it, go back and see it. That shit was entertaining as hell to me. Now, Bomac, right? You get in the corner, and Bomac didn't know what the fuck to tell Maurice Hooker. And Bomac once again gets exposed, because this ain't the first time that this shit didn't happen. This ain't the first time. But he really got exposed real bad this time, right? And so I'm listening to the corner, and I'm like, I want to hear what the special trainer, since, you know, Bomac, one of the best trainers, and I always know the nigga ain't shit. How you can't weigh 450 pounds and be motherfucking 5'6" and tell me that you're a good ass trainer? No. What the fuck is you training? You know what I'm saying? What is you training? Nothing. So anyway, I want to hear what kind of instructions he gonna tell why Maurice Hooker is in all type of trouble. And he telling, and I'm gonna just play the audio, right? First, he get to telling Maurice Hooker, oh man, when you get close to him, just hit him, man, hit him when you get close. Hit him when I get close. The fuck you mean hit him when you get close? This is what Bomac was telling him. Oh man, get his ass, man. He ain't shit. That motherfucker ain't shit. That motherfucker don't want to fight. Go out there and get his ass. Then he come back to the corner and he getting fucked up. Maurice Hooker getting fucked up some more. Then he tell Maurice Hooker, yeah, man, when you get close to him, hit him. Swing on him when you get close. Hit him and swing on him when you get close. I thought this was a boxing match. Anybody with common sense know that you're supposed to fucking swing on your opponent. That's your instructions you get. So Terence Crawford is hearing it. He's seeing it himself. He know Bomac don't know what the fuck to do or to say. So Bud got to come in from out of the stands and try to come to Maurice Hooker's rescue. And Bud took over the whole corner from that point on. Now, let me play some audio footage, because I had to record this shit. You know what I'm saying? I had to record it because this shit was funny and ridiculous at the same time. Hold on. Let me find this real quick.
You got to do something when you get close to that motherfucker. Bite him or something. God damn, I don't know. Do like you do. Do like I do when I'm at the buffet. Just bite the shit. Just bite it.
Must have hit him when you get close. Like what? Hold on, man. I know I got it in here too.
Big musty motherfucker.
Hey,
Fat McIntyre, motherfucker. Heart Attack and Tire. That's his
hold on,
motherfucking name.
hold on. Here
That
we
shit
go.
ridiculous.
Here we go. Right here. Oh, hold on. That
Get
ain't
your
it.
Jiffy Pop build ass.
That
That
ain't it.
shit beyond ridiculous.
I want to find. Hold on. I gotta
Because
find
you
this
could get a
audio.
fighter killed with that type of shit.
Bud out here swimming by his motherfucking self, bro.
I gotta find this audio. Hold
I
on.
mean, they got Keyshawn over there too, so you know.
Yeah, it's somebody in the camp that knows something, but he the motivator. He made that obvious shit. But I don't know how motivating that.
Is it in this phone? Man? Hold on. Yeah, man.
Like shit.
Man, I know one thing. Bud was giving him the right instructions when he was telling him to jab to his chest when he moved.
Yeah, Bud was giving him. That's why I'm gonna play this audio. Bud was giving him some. You know what I'm saying? He was giving him the game plan that they needed to be sticking to.
But Maurice Hooker, the problem with him was his legs are fucking super weak. You could tell he didn't train, and he took that dude. He thought that dude was sweet. You understand? He thought he was
Man,
gonna go up in there and beat that fucking dude
Nah,
like
Mo
talking
was
about
done
it.
before then, coach. Mo
Yeah,
was
he
Nah,
done
but
was
I'm
before
done,
then. And
man.
then
hey,
I'm gonna tell you something else too, coach. It's
hold
to your
on. Let me
motherfucking
say,
manager. It's up to your manager to do his goddamn job and make a motherfucker train.
but you don't make a motherfucker train. That's the problem right there. If Mo
Well,
Hooker would have came, if he would have trained, he wouldn't have looked like that.
I
That's
just
why
told you
I
he was
said,
done, coach.
but
He was
no,
already
that's why.
done. You knew that the
But
last
what
fight.
I'm saying, but what I'm saying to you is this: at least come in the fucking in the ring in shape, bro. And if you done, then don't get in the fucking ring. See, he took that dude lightly. That's why he didn't train like he was supposed to.
You know
If
So
he
what?
would
I
have
think
fucking
I don't give a
trained,
I
fuck
he
who
think
it
would
I
have looked
was.
a lot better.
I think
I
I
don't give a
erased
fuck
the
who it was.
audio. I think I erased the audio, but that shit, man, that shit was horrible. Bo Mac
yo,
got exposed.
shout out, real quick. What up, Key Coach? 817 OTB. Shout out to all y'all brothers, man. Hope y'all doing all right, bro.
What's
Yeah,
happening
we
with it,
good. What's
knockout?
up, knockout?
What's happening
What
with
up,
it?
not?
Good,
Chilling,
man.
chilling,
This
man.
ain't the first time this shit happened to Bo Mac. We seen it in the Maurice Hooker fight before. We seen it with Amir Khan. He wasn't telling Amir Khan shit, and Bud had to hop up there again. This the second time Bud had to hop up on the apron and take over the corner. We see that, Bo Mac, right? At one point, he might have been a cool trainer. I don't know. But we know that he was blessed to have Terence Crawford that's as talented as he is. Then he get guys like Keyshawn Davis that go over there, right? He can't do nothing with the rest of them. They don't got the abilities that they got. You see it. Who else Bo Mac brought up in the game? Nobody. Nobody. He don't even know what to do when his fighter gets, in rough situation. He don't know what to do, what to tell him, none of that. That's why Terence Crawford got 3 other trainers. Nigga, Bo Mac fat ass sit on the goddamn stool doing mitts and shit. Because he get too tired. He can't stand up in the ring and move around. Come on, man. This motherfucker ain't no talking about, I remember when Terence Crawford was talking about, oh, man, my trainer will whoop your trainer. Man, Derrick James will beat the goddamn sweat off of, he'll beat the goddamn lard out of Bo Mac.
Oh
Straight
yeah,
up.
it ain't no competition at all.
That ain't even no competition.
Nah, that's
This dude, like I said, man, Bo Mac is a fraud. He got exposed once again. And if it wasn't for Terence Crawford, see, he don't even need to really teach. Coach Terence Crawford IQ, he know what to do and when to do it himself. So Bo Mac, he's just there getting the motherfucking paycheck. That's
thing about it
basically
is
what it is.
Maurice Hooker had a fucking good amateur career too, and this motherfucker come in there looking like that, bro. That dude looked terrible, bro. He need to hang it up for real. He done.
Mo was done before then, coach. But the reason why he was done is because of who he was fucking with. His out of bounds ass. He should have been fucking with the city. Now he fucking with that fat ass motherfucker. He out of bounds anyway. He got his ass whooped by Ramirez and wasn't supposed to get his ass whooped.
Well, I don't know. Jose Ramirez can fight, and he always in shape. The problem
Coach,
with
with
Mo
them
Hooker is
goddamn
he don't
dimensions that
have
Hooker
pass.
got. with them goddamn dimensions that Hooker got, he should have used his motherfucking reach and beat the shit out of Ramirez. Ramirez ain't no hell of a motherfucking fighter. Regis will beat shit down his leg, and you know it.
Oh yeah. I mean, of course, but I'm not. I'm just saying, Mo Hooker, bro. He never developed. He never developed muscle tone. He never developed leg strength. He never.
You know why? Because he ain't fighting at the right weight. He wasn't fighting at the right weight, coach. He was fighting at a lighter weight because his ass couldn't handle it at the weight he was supposed to be at. Mo got a lot of kids. Mo went out there for them goddamn kids. He didn't go out there to win shit. He didn't take Blair no lightly. His motherfucking ass done. It could have been whooped him motherfucking do out there. He'd have still came out there with his titties sagged.
I mean, Mo, he hurt Blair Cobb a couple times, but his shit was just too slow coming out the holster. You could see that shit coming from a mile away because the man wasn't in shape like that, and you could tell that Mo Hooker just boxing for a paycheck. He just boxing to get a pay. I've been sent you a link, Kyle.
And he followed them. He followed them around the fucking ring.
That motherfucker got 80-inch reach and don't use it.
He can't.
Thank you.
You have an 80-inch reach and don't use it.
That's heavyweight.
80-inch reach. 80-inch reach, y'all.
Yeah, that's heavyweight shit for me, bro.
Big Charlo shit is 78.
Yeah, that boy long. For me, bro, just watching that, like what y'all talking about with Bo Mack and Terence Crawford, bro, that just, to me and OTB, I don't know how you feel about that, bro. That lack of trust that Terence Crawford seemed to have in Bo Mack, bro. Like, he just had a huge disadvantage going into a fight with Errol Spence with Bo Mack as his trainer, bro. Like, he gonna have to make every adjustment himself. He gonna have to, like, do everything on his own and trust his own ring IQ. He ain't gonna be getting no kind of good adjustments, no kind of good instructions, and none of that shit, bro. You know how much lack of trust a fighter gotta have in a trainer to get up on the apron and get to giving instructions to somebody in their camp? You don't see that shit, bro, very often, dog. Like, that shit don't happen. That's not something that's normal behavior. Like, if Bud Crawford had trust in Bo Mack and he really believed that Bo Mack was gonna be telling Maurice Hooker the same thing, or the right things, I should say, he'd be watching that goddamn fight from the same place that every other fighter in camp watched the fight from when they come in to support one of their teammates. From the goddamn fans, where the fans watch the shit and you're cheering shit. This man was up on the apron, bro, giving instructions and damn good instructions, better than Bo Mack. So if you don't trust him to give Maurice Hooker the proper instructions, what makes any Terence Crawford fan think that Terence Crawford gonna be listening to Bo Mack when he fight Errol Spence, bro? That's bad, bro.
He's his own corner man. I'm gonna play this audio because I found the audio. I'm gonna play it for y'all. For those who didn't, hear it or don't know what we talking about. Now, right here, Bo Mack, he don't know what the fuck to do. He like a, you know what I'm saying? He don't know what to do. And Terence Crawford has to jump up on the apron and take over the corner. Now listen to this.
When you get to the spot, you're not punching. You got to jab your way in there, touch his chest. I told you when you start moving, touch his chest, jab at his chest. Disrupt his rhythm. When you get to the spot, you got to punch, bro. You got to punch. You just follow him around. Cut the ring off. Get your left foot on the outside of his right. You hear me? Get your left foot on the outside of his right. Let my hands go now. Yeah. He goes into your right hand, loop it. But he's going to come with his
Never accuse that man of not knowing how to fight.
Hey, don't let him outwork you, baby. He can't outthink. Smart.
That's all Bo Mack had to say. Don't let him outwork you, baby. Come on. Man, he already dropped several times in the fight, beat the fuck up. Bud had to, and y'all heard the instructions that Bud was giving him. Bud was giving him.
Was fire.
That was knock. I feel you on that one.
He was giving.
That's the same shit he did to Sean Porter, and he actually caught Porter in the chest and knocked him down, breaking his rhythm. If you listen to what he's saying. You feel it? So ain't nobody never accused Bud of not having no hands or not knowing what the fuck to do.
Yeah, that man got hands and he got ring IQ. It's just, bro, in a fight of this magnitude, you can't be at such a disadvantage in the corner, bro. That's a huge disadvantage for you not to be
I
like,
don't know if
man.
he had a
The
disadvantage
man literally,
as
man,
much
literally,
as
his instructions are literally this: outwork him. And then when Bud was in the competitive fight with Sean Porter, hey man, you got to get competitive. You got to be more competitive. You down on the cards. You got to be more competitive. Well, nigga, how do I be more competitive? Do I need to jab more? Should I step to my left? Should I step to my right? Is the check hook working? What punches he catching me with that I need to put my hands up because he catching me with the same shit over and over again? Nigga, how do I be more competitive, bro? Bomac is on that Freddie Roach shit, y'all. He on that, you know what I'm saying? Hey, punch him, do it for your family. He on that old bullshit, bro.
Nah,
Like, I'm trying to tell you, bro, that ain't
Teofimo
good.
Lopez daddy shit. That's that Teofimo Lopez daddy shit. You know what I'm saying? Both of them about the same in the corner. But let me say this. My man Upper Echelon in the super chat, he says you forgot mine. No, I sent you it. I sent you one, Upper Echelon. But yeah, man, that shit was pitiful. That shit was horrible. But
John Turner. John Turner, is it?
I think
let me
that's
go around. Let me go around. So we can get to this next topic. So I'm gonna go to Coach and I'm gonna go 817 OTB and knockout.
Yes, sir.
What you got? What you got on that, Coach?
I mean, about Bomac, I mean,
Yeah.
it's already proven that he just got a special fighter that made his name. He didn't make Terence Crawford name. You understand? It's just showing more and more. You know what I'm saying? He's getting exposed constantly with his other fighters. Terence Crawford is just a special fighter. You know what I'm saying? And Terence Crawford got a lot of experience, a lot of amateur experience, and he has just God-given talent also, and he has a boxing mind. So Bomac is he's just there, and that's just like y'all said earlier. He got 3 other trainers that work with him that know boxing. So I mean, he's just getting exposed, and bro, I saw him when he left out the locker room to walk to the ring. This nigga had to turn sideways, bro, to go through the doorway, bro. And you a boxing trainer, and I mean, have some kind of shape. It's okay if you got a little fat on you, bro, but this nigga got to turn sideways to go through the locker room door, bro. My wife said, man, he got to turn sideways to go through the door. I said, I know, I see that shit. And he's a fucking boxing trainer. Bro, he just worthless, bro, to me. You know what I'm saying? Terrence just loved that dude because he been with him since the beginning. But I think the other guys that's in the corner are the real boxing minds. That's all I got to say, bro.
Man, look here. That shit that John Turner dropped in the chat. Now we see why Earl hesitant. I guess you didn't hear Bomax say that they holding up the fight. I guess you just omit shit like that. That's what make me go stupid. You know what I'm saying? When we see shit like that, when you got 6 men up here, even your boy OTB up here. Even your boy OTB up here say, I respect the man talent, not the way the man move. And you can't call a spade a spade. You the type of motherfucker that keep shit hostile. Why Knockout had to come up with the series. Because we can't talk about it normally. But anyway, man, I told y'all, Rob Brent, he didn't have no motherfucking answers for him. He ain't have no motherfucking answers for Heron when Shakur was putting them hands on him. He ain't have no motherfucking answers for Hooker twice. Walked away from him. How you leave a motherfucker hanging? Try to leave a motherfucker hanging 3 weeks before a fight and shit. Bro, Bomac is worthless, bro. He's a piece of shit. And Bud is just sentimental because the motherfucker been around so long. But that fat ass nigga ain't worth the fuck. And he fucking him out of the biggest motherfucking fight in his career. Again, if you say that you'll take whatever and you confident in your skills or whatever, when the shoe is on his foot, it's okay to say that hot ass shit. But now you trying to negotiate. Hide behind this fat ass. Say, man, y'all gonna keep buying that lame ass shit. Salute the Bud though for giving some decent ass instructions. It was no whirlwind ass instructions he gave him. Punch at a motherfucking chest. Duh. Keep your foot outside his foot. Duh. If you want the leverage. Those are boxing 101. Y'all need to watch OTB if you don't know. Goddamn, he at least will teach you that. So he went and gave a Mo boxing 101 and told him to focus. It's basically what the fuck he did. Get back to your fundamentals. But what fundamental? Where the basis for the fundamentals, or where the discipline in the fundamentals come out that goddamn camp? If he ain't on them already, he ain't show no discipline when he came in and jumped on the scale. So it already let you know whoever he fucking with, they ain't about business. Either they not focused on him and don't give a fuck about his outcome, or they not about business. Period. Or a little bit of both. I'm out the way.
Yeah, man. And salute Sheena. Hey, Sheena funny as hell. Sheena talk about it's hard to concentrate when you always hungry. Hey, what's happening with it, KQ? KQ, what's happening with it? I'm gonna have to hit you up too,
Salute,
KQ,
K.
after this. You know,
OG, my co-host.
we see
What up, man?
motherfucker out here was talking real reckless with your name in it. So clown shit. But y'all hit the like button. Y'all smash on the like button. Support the channel and
Pull
smash
up
the
out
like button.
KQ.
Smash the like
Yeah,
button.
ain't nobody talking about KQ now. That's the OG.
We pull
my
up out
homie.
KQ.
Yeah, motherfuckers. This cat was talking real reckless. We
Yeah,
Hey,
we
to
gonna
go off what he said.
yeah,
though,
we gonna pull up. We gonna arrange the pull up. You ain't gotta worry. We gonna arrange it.
Hey, to go off
But
with the
nah,
brother
when it
said,
come to
though,
that shit, man.
But let's get on this topic and then we're
Man,
gonna
when it
move
come
on
to
to
that
the
shit,
next.
man, I think that shit just
all right.
yeah,
Well,
I
to
think
go
that just make you really appreciate the Salim Richardsons, the Sugar Hills, the Manuel Stewarts, the trainers who do this for years and don't get burnt out on it. Because it looked like Bowman, he can't relate no more. You understand? He's become a motivational coach. I don't know, you understand the intent, or I don't know how much of a hands-on he had in it before. You understand? But I didn't see him at amateur events, but we know that a face ain't nothing. You understand, as far as the intellect inside the ring. So it really just made me think about the ones who don't get burnt out. Because we done seen Freddie Roaches, we done seen him, we done seen the other dude with the black hair
Bullet.
that worked for ESPN, tall dude that used to train Mike Tyson. All of them get burnt
Diamaru.
out, and then they can't relate to their fighters. You understand? Yeah, they become motivational trainers. And shit, that's something that I ain't never fought. So
You talking about Teddy
I ain't
Atlas?
about to sit here and make no advice. Yeah, Teddy Atlas. You
Teddy
understand?
Atlas.
Teddy Atlas, another one. He
I
lost
thought Teddy Atlas was
a
always
will to
a good
motivate.
trainer. I thought Teddy Atlas, he knew how to get you riled up. Like he'll slap a motherfucker in his jaw and shit in the corner. Like
Exactly,
oh,
but he was
Yeah.
more motivational. He was more motivational. Like that, you'll run through a brick wall for a player's coach, but a player's coach can't teach you the X's and O's. He ain't gonna tell you
But
the
Freddie
hole
had
gonna open and close.
hey, don't do that to him. Don't do that to him. Teddy Atlas knows some boxing, bro. He knows some boxing, bro. Don't do that to Teddy.
I always thought Teddy Atlas was
I
a
ain't
hell of a
saying
trainer. OTB.
I ain't saying he don't, but I'm saying that look at the fighters that he had.
But even when
look at
he
the
got
fighters he
Tim
had.
Bradley, even when he got Tim Bradley looked like a hell of a fighter in the fight with he had Tim Bradley against Marquez, and he had Tim Bradley against Jesse Vargas. Like Tim Bradley was looking real good when Teddy Atlas got a hold of him. I think Teddy Atlas was always a hell of a trainer.
I ain't taking nothing from Teddy, but shit, when you look at the fighters that Teddy had, them fighters was all accomplished down to Mike Tyson. He ain't had nobody that lacked talent that he made a champion. You understand? He ain't never had that fighter that he made a champion that we could give him credit for. All them fighters was already well accomplished. You understand? So I put him in a motivational category too. Shit, and you had coaches that's just motivational coaches, and you had trainers who really can teach boxing. And shit, it looked like Bomac is the motivation.
Motivation? You call that motivation, bro? Bro, save him however you want to. OTB.
Y'all gotta understand
Come on,
is that Terence Crawford got like 3 other trainers. Bomac is the one that just, you know what I'm saying, put himself out in the forefront that get all the credit for the shit. But Terence Crawford got 3 other trainers. And salute to the queen, Lania in the building. She said, salute to the panel in the chat. Just stop by to hit the like button. Keep putting out fire content. I appreciate you, queen. And y'all need to, y'all missing them Friday shows with Coach and the Queen. Hey, them shits be fire. I'm telling y'all.
Yeah, they do.
Back.
I don't think Bomac that really good of a coach anyway, because I seen him like him and Bud just got a lot of old ties because
You got a lot of static upper echelon. You got a lot of static.
oh, let me
And
see.
it's on me. It's on me anyway, bro.
okay.
That's on you, knockout. Go ahead.
Yeah. So the thing is, bro, what OTB said that really like stuck home me, bro. When you're in a professional sport at the highest level, bro, and pretty much the only thing somebody good can say about you is that you there for motivation and shit, bro. Like, I'm not trying to hear that shit. Like these are professional athletes making hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars, and you there to motivate them. Like, number one, if you got to motivate an athlete that's getting paid that type of money to do their job, then shit, you might need to train somebody else. So I don't like to hear that about Bomac. And you know, man, it's some trainers. And 817 said, I heard Keith said, I've heard Coach say, it's just some trainers that just live off the coattails and they end up getting special talents. Like 2 years ago, shit, Frank Vogel was a cold ass coach. He was a cold ass coach. Lakers won the championship. He was the motherfucking man, bro. Frank Vogel was cold with it. Now his ass got fired because he had some injuries and shit. He actually had to make some adjustments, do some coaching, teach some shit. He had to do all kind of shit. And it showed that he can't coach for shit, bro. Boxing is no different. Sometimes you just run into a Terence Crawford. But then when it's time for Jamel Herring, like 817 was saying, you get your ass whipped by Shakur. When Jerry Hurd come visit your camp, when Jerry Hurd came and visited your camp, see, people forget about that. Jerry Hurd went and worked extensively with Crawford and Bomac. He was putting in that work, and then he got his ass whooped. That same goddamn fight. And then you got, and then Jamel Herring didn't just get whipped by Shakur. He left Bomac, right? He left his legendary Bomac that, you know, maybe I'm going to take some shit that I learned. I'm going to take it with my next fight, even though I ain't working with you no more, and I'm going to do good in my next fight. Nah, he got his ass whipped by Jaron Ortiz, too. Jaron Ortiz whooped that ass, too. And then we got Mo Hooker. Like, I mean, Blair Cobb, all right, cool. You got your ass whipped by Blair Cobb, but do we forget that he got his ass whipped by Virgil Ortiz? He got his ass whipped by fucking Jose Ramirez. So, Bomac fighters, if they ain't named Terence Crawford, or Keyshawn Davis, who just went over there. If it ain't them, bro, they seem to be getting their ass whooped. And it's going to be the same thing, right? Watch Keyshawn Davis make Bomac look good because Keyshawn Davis is extremely talented. He's a very good fighter, and they're going to start giving Bomac credit for that. But I just want everybody to keep in mind that Keyshawn Davis was one of the hottest prospects in boxing. Before going to Bomac, he won the silver medal in the Olympics before Bomac. So before you start giving him credit for Keyshawn Davis, just remember that Keyshawn Davis, like Bud Crawford, was already a special talent and already cold. And that's all I got. I'm done, bro.
Don't forget
Well,
Rob
Jamel
Brand.
Herring and Steven Nelson, what? Now, we can't take out, I mean, he did. Jamel Herring wasn't no champion until he went over there. Steven Nelson wasn't no champion until he went over there.
Nah, those are facts. I'm just saying, you impressed with Carl?
817 Rob Brandt. He ain't know what to do with Rob Brandt. Rob Brandt,
Not a motherfucking thing.
Not a motherfucking thing with Rob Brandt. Like I said, man, this man he been exposed. You know what I'm saying? This the final straw. He been exposed. But when Terence Crawford, right? When Terence Crawford is in the rough situation, and it's just him and Bomac in that corner in the Errol Spence fight. And Terence Crawford in some deep waters, and shit ain't going his way. What is Bomac gonna tell him? What is Bomac gonna tell him?
Be first.
I don't know. I'm just
He
saying.
gonna tell you gonna have to be first.
He better
Gonna
be
tell him
glad
he
that
losing,
Crawford,
and then he gonna end that shit.
He better be glad that Terence Crawford is special and has a very high ring IQ. And we got to see that.
Real quick, Keith. Buckle up boxing talk. I feel you. I got shit going on. You know what I'm saying? If you ever want to hop in the arena and have a conversation, you ain't gotta hide in the comments. I'll talk to anybody. All you gotta do is holler at me. And I'm so confident I'll cook you. You can pick the moderator. You can find somebody that you cool with, that you think that'll help you out, and you can pick the mod, bro.
Man,
Since
let me
that's how
get
you
some
feel.
of the light work. No, that damn knockout. Y'all already got the
Yeah,
bait.
bro,
Won't nobody call a Nardo Rick
bro, people be
name.
talking
Let me
reckless
get
about
that
Don't
light
fuck
They
with
work.
talk
me.
reckless about Key. They talk
Play your
reckless
theme
about people.
music,
Oh, yeah.
Bro. I never really
817.
want to talk like that, dog.
What's happening, fam?
817. 817. I already got. I got money. You and Money gonna debate on Canelo and somebody. You and Money gonna.
Yeah, there you go.
That's gonna be a lit debate because
That
both of
shit
y'all
is
come
gonna
with
be
that
lit.
type
Yeah.
of energy. Both of y'all come with that type of energy. You know what I'm saying? That we need. And
Money
that's
about the
gonna be
only
I ain't
motherfucker who could probably get in the ring.
I ain't
Yep.
saying you high, buckle up, boxing talk. You say I'm a hater. You say I don't know shit. That's cool, bro. That I ain't got no issue with your opinion. Now come show me, nigga. Come show me.
Oh shit,
And I'll
money wanna hop in there with me versus Canelo and Oscar.
He talking that shit.
Bruh, buckle
come
up.
show
box.
me. Come show me. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, nigga.
Yeah,
I don't call
buckle up,
nobody
box.
out, but if you want
Hey,
it, you can get
Yeah,
it, nigga.
buckle up,
You
boxing.
put the
like
word out there, so now you can't back out. You can't back out. You put the
Yeah,
Look
word
like you got a
we-
boxing
we-
corner,
hey.
and I promote niggas heavy when I do the shit. I'll promote your shit. I'll tell niggas to subscribe to you. I'll tag you on everything, but I'll cook your ass. That's the only thing you're gonna end up getting though, is you're gonna get your ass whooped. But I'll maybe get you some more subscribers, nigga. You come holler at me
Hey,
though.
Who want to
If
smoke
you
with
really
me?
hey,
want it, nigga.
he said he free after 8. My man Marlo, the real Marlo TV in the building. Hey, Marlo, that's a funny ass nigga right there. Man, if y'all
Hey,
ain't sub to
salute the
Marlo,
Barlow, man.
that's my dude right there.
Knockout.
Emailing every one of my videos. Hit me up on my email and we can set it up. Niggas be talking stupid, bro.
Knockout. What?
I'm
Knockout
listening.
got
Knockout
nigga
want
brought-
that smoke now.
Nigga brought the kettle out of knockout. What? Knockout cussing? Oh Lord, that nigga must have pissed knockout.
Nah, bro, niggas be making me mad with that shit, bro. Cause nigga be patient. I let everybody
Hey,
talk.
they
I
done
don't
brought
really
it
talk
out of
much shit.
knockout.
Niggas think that shit.
Talk your
sweet,
shit, bro.
Niggas come holler.
What the hell did he say? I can't even see the chat.
Bro.
I
can't
said
even
it
see the chat.
earlier. Some cats just divisive, man. Some cats just picking at you a certain way. You feel what I'm saying? They don't want to smoke the certain way. You know what I'm saying? They want to make videos or say sly shit or jump into different people chat. You know what I'm saying?
Pro
So
Rocks and
I
how
don't
they
blame you
hear.
for calling it out.
He said he free.
Step
Hey,
up.
he said he free after 8, so we definitely gonna have to set that up. We
They like to
definitely
throw
gonna
rocks
Don't
and how
worry.
they hang.
I'm live every Wednesday and Thursday at 7:30
yeah.
p.m. Hit my email because I'm not finna take over Key's show. Hit my email and we'll schedule it between me and you. You let me know. You pick the topic.
I'll moderate it.
You can pick the rounds and you can pick the moderator, nigga. You can pick all that shit.
Oh, knockout calling people niggas. Go ahead, knockout.
Talk your shit,
Hey,
nah.
man.
Talk your shit.
My man,
nah.
Sean
There go my
Clark.
brother.
Hold on, Sean Clark in the super chat. He said Bomac a tag along. He said Bomac a tag along. He said they came up under the same trainer. Bud 39-0 and Bomac 7-14. With 7-14, but talk like he a champ. Roast him. That's real talk. He said they both came up under the same trainer. Yeah, that's real talk. And salute to my man Sean Clark in that super chat.
Boy, that nigga look like a buttermilk biscuit, boy.
How you gonna motivate your fighter?
Busted open with honey on it.
that nigga do his mitt work. He do his pad work in a goddamn fucking lazy boy recliner and shit.
Boy, that nigga look like he need to fucking be
Man,
in
that
somebody's
shit
oven
dangerous.
roasted.
You
That
get somebody
nigga look
killed like that, man.
How you
big
5'6"
fucking
sideways?
turkeys. Right,
They
nigga
get
walk
fighters
through the
killed
fucking
in the
locker
ring,
room
man.
door.
That's some
I'm telling you,
bullshit for real.
the queen said, "Look at this. This motherfucker had to go sideways through the door."
And Amir Khan looked the worst he ever looked versus Kell Brook with Bobak training him. I was like,
Yeah, he
man.
did. Yeah, he showed.
I said, damn.
Man, that's because Bobak lit a fire under Amir Khan. You look at the press conference, under Kell Brook. Bobak telling him he done, he washed up. Man, you tell any fighter that a day before they fight, they gonna knock your
I mean,
fighter
well, he
out
should have
just to
taught him
prove
or
you
something.
wrong.
That
he
didn't
got to
mean
teach
nothing.
him or
Kel
something.
was done and washed up. Goddamn it, he just hit Bud upside the head a few times. Goddamn, bro.
He jabbed him a few times and swole him. But yeah, Amir Khan was looking trash out there. He looked better than all his other fights, man.
Worry about who, Kurt?
Let me get the upper echelon, and then we're gonna switch to the next topic.
All I gotta say is when Terrence get against Earl, it's gonna be problems because Derek James ain't just a coach; he's a teacher, and he's a student of the game. And see, Derek James understands the finer points of boxing and the science behind the sweet science. Like he explains, people say sweet science, but they don't really know what that means. They don't know about the pressure points. They don't know about the sweet spots in hitting a boxer, and they don't know about the endurance and taking away a person's wind and all that right there. It's easy to just go in there and tell somebody just to punch the bag and hit the mitts and everything right there. But if you ain't got no strategy, you ain't got no combos that you're doing, like them fast combos, it's good for shoe shining. It's good for shoe shining, but like Derek teaches them every shot counts, so you're not wasting your stamina. He teaches them how to cut off the ring. You can look at all his fights from Sir Marcus Brown, Frank Martin. You look at Charlo, you can look at Spence. You know, he teaches them the base fundamentals. Then he teaches them how to execute. And then he's also watching the fight. And he's not watching as a fan. See, Bomac is a fan of Terence Crawford. He's not a coach. And he's a yes man. So he's going to tell Crawford what he wants to hear. And when you come to other fighters, they all look trash. Like I said, Amir Khan looked real bad in that last fight right there. Look at Jamel Herring was looking bad. Like, and Mo Hooker, like, come on, man. You teaching discipline, but you can't even get your fighter to get in shape. And how you going to get them in shape if you ain't in shape? You 5'6" wide and 5'5" tall. Come on, man. Ain't nobody trying to respect that. Derek James get out there with his people, and he does it with them. And I found out that if your coach can do the same thing you do and he shows you instead of just telling you, that motivates a fighter better and they learn better and they learn more. Like some people are hands-on and they can learn from visualization instead of you just do as I say and not as I do. And like, that's not the first time that he got exposed when Terence Crawford had to take over. Because, you know, Terence Crawford was hollering to Jamel Herring from the side when he was getting beat. I mean, you know, it's just come out the woodwork. You know, that's his homeboy, so, you know, he don't want to let him go and everything. You know, that's that sentimental. And I respect Crawford because, you know, we came up together, you know, A1 since day one. But hey, you got to get somebody in there that's going to help you, like Robert Garcia or somebody right there that understands boxing. Or you going in there handicap.
Yeah, man. We all now we all see it. You know what I'm saying? Bomac, he can't motherfucking coach a lick. You know what I'm talking about? He can't coach a lick. He don't know what to do in adverse situations in that corner. And yeah, that shit that caught up to him. We all see that shit now. Now, y'all hit the like button. Y'all smash the like button because we're gonna go move on to the next subject I want to talk about. We're gonna move on. Virgil Ortiz. Virgil Ortiz, you know, how good is Virgil Ortiz? Virgil Ortiz went out there this weekend, and I heard a lot of people criticizing him, but at the end of the day, he still did his thing. Virgil Ortiz is relentless. He's relentless. He going in there to knock you out, and he not going to stop until he get it, or, you know, down the line, he might get his ass knocked out. You feel me? But Virgil Ortiz, man, me personally, I think he's a hell of a fighter. He needs to tighten up on his defense. You know, he needs to tighten up on his head movement and all of that. But offensively, he's relentless. He tough. He might be too tough for his own good. It took him a while to cut off the ring, but, you know, once he did it, he got the job done. And that body work, man, that body work. And one thing I loved about Virgil Ortiz, when he hurt Michael McKinson to the body and he seen that he hurt him, right, and he dropped him, it was too late. It was at the end of the round. But the very next round, he came out and went straight to the body again. And a lot of fighters don't do that. A lot of fighters, they get fighters hurt they get their opponent hurt to the body, and they'll stop. They'll stop going to the body. You know, And Virgil Ortiz, that shows me that he has a high ring IQ. And when he gets you hurt, when he smell blood, you're pretty much done. If Virgil Ortiz smell blood, you're pretty much done. And he relentless, and he got a lot of dog in him. He got a lot of dog in him. And Conor Benn has been calling out Virgil Ortiz. You know, now Virgil Ortiz is 18-0 with 18 knockouts. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That shit is impressive to me. That shit impressive. But Conor Benn is saying that he want to fight Virgil Ortiz and Jaron Boots Ennis. Now, as far as Conor Benn, he's another talent. You know, he's very explosive, very athletic, and he's getting better and better. And he got a lot of power, just like Virgil Ortiz do. You know, we know what Jaron Boots Ennis is. Jaron Boots Ennis is special. 9 times out of 10, if you ask about Virgil Ortiz, Conor Benn, or Jaron Boots Ennis, people gonna tell you that Jaron Boots Ennis is above them, right? Now, we already heard that Virgil Ortiz, he pretty much is like, his camp was like, oh, we'll fight Jaron Boots Ennis 3 or 4 years from now, right? Now, Conor Benn, we got on his ass for calling out cats like Adrian Broner and Kell Brook. We like, why the fuck he ain't calling out Jaron Boots Ennis and Virgil Ortiz and all of them? I guess he heard it. I guess he been hearing the fans get on his helmet, and now Conor Benn, he calling out Jaron Boots Ennis and Virgil Ortiz. He's saying those are the 2 guys that he want. He want both of them. He wants to smoke with both of them. To me, I would love to see both of those fights. I don't see now one of them dudes just running through Conor Benn, because I think Conor Benn got a lot of talent. But I see both of them beating Conor Benn. I do see both of them beating Conor Benn. I don't see now one of them. But, I mean, Virgil Ortiz and Conor Benn, I think that's a hell of a fight. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if he fucked around and stopped Virgil Ortiz. Because we've seen Virgil Ortiz get hurt before. We've seen him get hurt in the Is Kavalaskis fight. But Virgil Ortiz is just a dog, and I think sometimes he's too tough for his own good. He refuses to hold. If he get hurt, if he get hit hard, he's gonna fight back even harder. So yeah, man. You got me on in the background. I think that's Coach. A lot of echo. That's
my bad.
Yeah. So now the question I want to ask the panel, right, is first, what did y'all think about Virgil Ortiz this weekend? How good do y'all think Virgil Ortiz is? I think he's a hell of a fighter myself. And then second, what do y'all think about Conor Benn? Do y'all think that he really won't smoke with Virgil Ortiz and Jaron Boots Ennis? Or is he just talking because it sounds good? Coach, I'm gonna go with you first.
I think Virgil got a lot of work to do, to be honest with you. He this dude was pillow fisted, and that dude was scared from the dump. You know what I'm saying? Like he couldn't keep Virgil off of him, and at some point he was just trying to survive, especially when he hit him with them body shots. So McKinson ain't had nothing to make him respect him. So Virgil did what Virgil was gonna do. He walked through him and just beat him up. Now, as far as Conor Benn, the reason Conor Benn started talking is because he saw something in Virgil Ortiz that make him think that he can beat him. To be honest with you, I think it's a hell of a fight, and I don't just give Virgil Ortiz the advantage in this fight. I'm gonna be honest with you, because Conor Benn is quick. Conor Benn punch hard. Conor Benn has good feet. I don't give a fuck where he from. England now, that motherfucker could be from anywhere. I don't care. That motherfucker can punch, and he's learning and getting better and better. Now Virgil kind of seems stagnant to me. He seems stagnant in his development. Like he's at the same level I've always seen him at. I don't see any improvements. Now, do he punch hard? Yes. Is he a big fucking welterweight? Yes. But I don't see any improvement in his boxing skills. That's where the problem's gonna come in when he steps up in competition. It won't be as easy. You know, like I said, McKinson had nothing for him. He had no punching power. Motherfucker pillow fisted, and it wasn't bothering him. And once Virgil got him hurt, that was it. Now, Conor Benn, on the other hand, he got fucking crack, and he can fucking hurt Virgil Ortiz. And I think it's a hell of a fight. Now, can he fuck with Jaron Boots Ennis? I don't think so. But Boots would have to be careful fighting Conor Benn. And we know that Virgil don't want no smoke with fucking Boots. There's a reason why he don't want to fuck with Boots. Because, first of all, that fight is hard to make, number one. I don't think he can beat Boots, number two. Now, do I think that Conor Benn fight is absolutely easier to make because it's on the zone? And so I think that fight can get made, and it should get made, especially if one call another one out and the other one is willing to participate. So I think that's a hell of a fucking fight, bro. I think that's a very good fight. And I think either Virgil gonna get exposed or he gonna step to the next level. That's it.
$817.
I mean, Coach nipped it in the bud. The Jaron Ennis talk is just to get somebody to pay attention to him. Hey, all that talking he doing, he did some talk after his last fight. Eddie pumped his brakes on that shit. He knew where he was and what type of timing he on. Now, the Virgil thing, at the end of the day, I feel like Golden Boy and Dash need to work together. Both of they motherfucking ass struggling. So I feel like that's a fight that Eddie and what's the name might be able to make, but you never know. Both of them so full of shit. It'll be hard to even see that fight coming together. And then what network they gonna have it on? You know what I'm saying? Because both the motherfuckers think they platform more than what the fuck it is. So that's some extra shit in its own right. But as far as them scrapping in the ring, kind of wide, man. Kind of look good against that trash over there. But he wide with his punches. And although Virgil don't really have no game plan except for to fuck you up and go to the body, like kind of a little too. I still think he a little too amateurish. I still think he got some shit he need to clean up before he go fucking with them. He need to be the one fighting your Custio Claytons and shit and getting his feet wet over here with that type of shit before he go fucking with a Virgil Ortiz. I feel like it'll be a good fight, you know what I'm saying? Because Virgil's lack of game plan will make it a fight and kind of wing some shots. But at the end of the day, I feel like Virgil will work his motherfucking ass. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their own opinion. But I ain't buying Conor being like that, bro. I ain't buying that shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't buying what they motherfucking me selling. And I'll take that essay before I take his motherfucking ass. And we already know Boots will beat the brakes off of a motherfucking ass. So that ain't even no question. That's just some cloud chasing shit. I'm out the way.
The rest of y'all forgot how to talk?
Oh, okay. Well, look, I sit
I
there
was
and
on
say
mute.
like this, right? I just did a video on Virgil Ortiz. And I felt like
I think it was on OTB.
Oh,
it's
okay.
It's on OTB, then Knockout, then you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shit. I think that y'all killed it. First of all, y'all hit all the nails on the head. I will say this, man. When y'all say the Boots shit, man, and you go back and you look at Boots and you look at when he had problems, it's against a lot of pressure. You look at the success that Gary Antoine had again, it was against a lot of pressure. Mind you, this ain't the same Boots, but Virgil can come into that fight the same size. Conor Benn is kind of small, you understand? So when it come to Conor Benn and Boots, no. But Conor Benn feet against Virgil would be the difference. And I feel like that's what would allow Conor Benn a chance to win that fight. It's can Conor Benn hurt Virgil? And that's what you don't know right now. Like, you understand? Because like A17 said, he ain't really fought no credible, you understand, nobody that we really could put no credibility on and even say he's good at something versus him just having these performances that put him in these conversations. So I don't know, man. I feel like it's still a lot of questions when it comes to them fights. The right fight happened at the right time. I feel like Virgil do got a chance against Boots because Virgil got a lot of pressure. You understand? And we don't know how Boots gonna respond to that type of pressure. And then what if Virgil take Boots punch? What if he could take Boots punch? Which I ain't betting that he can, because I done heard people say Boots get up to 160. So you understand, and that's fighting weight. So I could imagine what he come in at that night, but it's still a lot of intriguing things about all of them fights. I don't think we gonna see none of them, but probably Virgil and Boots. I think that we see that fight for sure. Go ahead.
Are you knock out?
Go ahead, up. He must be he probably stepped up.
All right.
Yeah, he said go to up.
Okay. I just did a video on Ortiz today, and like before that fight started, we knew what was gonna happen. The man had 22 wins with 2 knockouts. We knew what nothing he can do to hurt Virgil. All he was doing was going in there to survive. And it took Virgil a little bit too long, I think. It took him to 9 rounds to get that man up out of there. And see, that's why I see about a lot of these young fighters, they don't cut the ring off as well as they should. When that's basic fundamentals, that's be the first thing that you're supposed to learn, besides defense. Plus, he was getting cracked by the boy, but the boy ain't have no power. And see, I see Ortiz fight people like that. He has no respect for their power, so he just tries to walk right through it. And looking back, like I said on the end of the video, I said he needs to fight somebody like Alexis Rocha or Blair Cobb to up him up to the next level. Because Blair Cobb, he gonna have to cut the ring off with that man, because that man stays on his bike. And Blair got a little crack to him, but Alexis Rocha would be a great fight against Virgil Ortiz, because Alexis Rocha was the face of Golden Boy until Rashidi Ellis popped him. And Alexis Rocha got that come forward, and he can take a shot. And he going to be right there front foot dominant just as well as Victor Ortiz. So that'll be a battle of attrition. And see, with Boots is a combination of Virgil Ortiz and Conor Benn. He got the speed and the quickness of Conor Benn, and he got the pop. And he can do it either way. And he got the aggression of Virgil Ortiz. That's why Boots versus any one of them, it wouldn't be a closer fight. But Conor Benn versus Ortiz, it'd be his quickness and his pop versus Virgil Ortiz come forward aggression and his pop right there. It'd be who can hurt who the fastest and the most, because Virgil Ortiz, even though I feel like he's a great fighter, I feel like he done hit a ceiling. Like, it's only so much you can do, like, with your athletic gifts. Like, some people could put in all the work, but their athleticism and their body can only allow them to do so much. And I feel like Virgil's coming close to his peak. Like, he got the toughness, I give him that. And he got the power. But he ain't got that quickness, and his feet are kind of bad right now. So I feel like if he go against a faster fighter with some pop, it's going to be trouble for him until he gets his head moving right and his defense right. So him and Conor Benn would be a great fight, but Boots will watch both of them because he's a combination of both put together. And he had more fights as well to hone his craft. I'm out the way.
Okay. Man, I think that he'll beat the living shit out of Blair Cobb. Virgil Ortiz, yeah, he'll do Blair Cobb bad. Real bad. Now,
I was talking about for cutting off the ring.
That's a more solid fight, the Alexa Rocha fight. But I still think he'll stop Rocha. But Blair Cobb, that shit'll be real ugly.
Yeah, I'm talking about for cutting off and getting his cutting off. Wow. Blair stay on that. Blair stay on that daggone bike. And if he can cut it off on Blair, he'll be a lot more better. You got to progress as a fighter. I'll put him in there somebody like that runs, so you can catch him. That'll develop you a lot more in catching fighters like that.
I think that, me personally, I think Virgil Ortiz, he ready for the top guys. You got to put him in. He's ready for the top guys.
He is, bro. Look, I was impressed with Virgil, man. I like that. I want to see him under. This was his first fight under Manny Robles, though. So I think he'll make some improvements.
I know Rashidi beat him, Ortiz.
And under Manny Robles as he moves on. But look, Virgil Ortiz. I think it was Key who said it. Maybe Coach said it too. His relentlessness and the way that he fight, bro. Like, somebody gonna have to just beat his ass, bro. And it ain't too many people that's willing to sit down there and fight with you whether they hurt, whether they front running or anything like that. And Virgil has showed that Mean Machine cracked his ass, cracked him bad. Virgil got up and tried to knock fire from his ass, bro. Virgil already showed he a dog, and because of how hard he hit and how good he is at going to the body, eventually he gonna make you sit down and fight with him. And if you can't sit down and fight with him, you gonna have issues with him. So we were talking. I heard you guys talking about Blair Cobb really quickly. Blair Cobb couldn't get away from Alexis Rocha. He couldn't even get away from Alexis Rocha, bro. He ain't getting away from Virgil. Virgil would do him bad. You know what I mean? So Virgil, if it wasn't for Boots Ennis, Virgil would be by far the best prospect at 147 pounds, bro. He just happened to be coming up at a time that there's a Jaron Boots Ennis who's a generational talent. You know what I mean? Other than that, with his pressure, seek and destroy style and how hard he hits and how well he goes to the body, and he's defensively responsible. He got some holes, but you're going to have to be a highly skilled fighter to take advantage of them holes. And if you take advantage of them and you crack them with something and you can't hurt them, your ass might be in trouble, bro. So Virgil is ready for the top of the division. He's number one in like the WBA or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he can fight. I ain't saying he'll beat him, but he's ready for the top of the division, bro. He ready for him. So I want to see him get those fights if that's what he wants. But as far as like who he beats, I don't think he can beat Boots. I don't think he can beat Terence. Or I don't think he can beat Earl. But Conor Benn, I favor Virgil in that fight. And everybody else y'all mentioned, not named Earl, Boots, or Terence Crawford. You kind of got to favor Virgil Ortiz right now. If you look at his resume, man, he's been fighting some experienced, good fighters, been stepping up in competition. He done been tested already. So, I mean, how many more tests do we need before he get his shot, bro? So I'm looking forward to see what's next for him, man.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you, Knockout. I mean, he there. He gonna have his flaws just like every fighter do, and he gonna have the things that he do well. And the motherfucker's relentless, tremendous body work, and he's a dog. He's a dog. He gonna make you. If you fight Virgil Ortiz, he's gonna make you have to fight. Right, a fight gonna break out. You know what I'm saying? I think that Boots is too athletic for him. You know what I'm saying? But I think him and Conor Benn, I think he'll stop Conor Benn because Virgil Ortiz, he's been on the. Let's not act like Virgil Ortiz got a weak resume. Virgil Ortiz, he's fought some viable opponents. He didn't fight Is Kavalauskas. That was a good opponent, and we seen what he did to Is Kavalauskas. He beat up Kavalauskas worse than Bud did. So, you know, it just depends, man. It depends all on the style opponent. I hear a lot of people saying Stanionis. That'll be a hell of a fight because they going to sit in there in the phone booth with each other and they finna bang it out. That's a hell of a fight. But that's not a fight that's possible because you talking about Golden Boy and PBC. That ain't going to happen. So, Rashidi Ellis, that ain't going to happen because Rashidi Ellis is over there with PBC. So we got to look at fights that's possible that can happen with Virgil Ortiz. The Conor Benn, that's a possible fight. That to me, that is a mega fight if they take that to the UK. I'm talking about 75, 80,000 fans. That's a big fight.
You think Oscar gonna go for that though? Or Oscar gonna drop his nuts and that like Virgil Ortiz a big star here and shit? You know what I'm saying?
I don't think real talk. I think Oscar would go for it because I think Oscar believe in Virgil Ortiz when it comes to somebody like a Conor Benn. I don't think that Eddie Hearn would go for it. I don't think Eddie Hearn would put Conor Benn in there with motherfucking Virgil Ortiz.
I don't either, fam. You're right.
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
Gonna be one of them.
He's trying to put him in there with fucking Adrian.
So how long would y'all give him before he ready?
To fucking Sandor Martin. They ain't trying to put him in there with Virgil, dog.
Yeah, he ain't gonna try to put him in there with Virgil. Now, the reason they talking about Chris Eubank is because that's a huge fight in the UK for them. And Virgil Ortiz really don't, you know what I'm saying? If he loses to Chris Eubank, it's basically a win-win situation. If he loses to Chris Eubank, you know, he gonna get a lot of money doing it. And people ain't gonna shit on him because you're gonna be like, okay, well, Chris Eubank then fought at 168. You know what I'm saying? Shit, he go right back down to 147 and do his thing. And if he beat Chris Eubank, well, shit, man, that shit gone. Woo, that'll be something. He beat Chris Eubank, so they ain't really. So he's willing to do that, but he's not willing to put him in there against a top welterweight and let him get his ass beat in the welterweight division.
Key, you see, knockout. You see that shit? Luke
They
Chris be
baddies
talking
fought
about.
each other too.
Bam and motherfucking Virgil, they ain't nowhere near the same weight class. Like what kind of shit we got going on out here?
Who?
Some people just say anything.
What you say?
A17.
Who and Virgil?
Just some of that shit in the chat. Motherfucker talking about Virgil versus Bam.
Man, you can't pay attention to that shit.
Bruh.
You can't pay attention to that shit, man. But yeah, man, it's a lot going on. We pretty much touched on everything. I mean, shit, we just free now. I mean, you know, we could talk about whatever. Now.
Well, we was talking about it earlier on my channel. Live.
Yeah, Coach, what time did you go on? Cause I ain't getting no notification. I came
on at 1:30.
I didn't either. I told him the same thing, Key. I didn't get no notification.
Coach, next time you go on, send me the motherfucking just, you know what I'm saying, text it to my phone.
Yeah, I just finished arguing with my brothers. Well, one of my brothers, you know, knockout.
What y'all going at it about?
Oh, we was talking about this.
Hello, Coach. You said my name, bro. I was on a work call. What you say?
I said we were just talking about.
Before you say that, I got a question to ask Knockout. What was your prediction record this weekend, Knockout?
7-1.
Who lost?
Mo Hooker, sorry.
Okay, yeah, I was undefeated this weekend. I picked Mo Hooker. I picked everybody. I picked how they was gonna win, all that shit. So yeah.
Congratulations, bro. I hope you got you a big bag. I still made a little money.
I hit him big this weekend. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I made a little money, not as much as I should have.
Knockout, you bet on Mo funky ass, bro. Come on, fam. You as much as you pay attention to shit, you seen him at the weigh-in and you still bet on Mo?
I had already did my picks and placed my bets early, bro.
Man, I told y'all.
I came back and covered it. I came back and covered it with Blair Cobb.
He is done, fam, and I told y'all he's done.
Well, we was talking about De La Hoya saying they going after Teofimo Lopez because Tank and them won't answer the fucking phone. I don't know how true it is, nor do I care. But my question was who the fuck is Tank gonna fight if it's not gonna be Ryan Garcia? And
it gotta be, and my answer is it gotta be those names. Key gave some great names. Gary Russell Jr. said he ain't ready. He talking about he 3 months removed from surgery, so he ain't out there. It gotta either be Rivera, Valenzuela, Frank Martin, or shit. I mean, as a dark horse, I don't want to see it, but Chris Colbert or somebody like that. Like those are his only options, real talk.
Nah, we don't want to see him get in there and embarrass Chris Colbert.
No, we don't want to see. That's why his name is last. But I'm talking about realistic fights that we can actually see. Those are the best names that I can think of. Anybody got any better names? Let me know.
I don't want to see a Michael Rivera just because of the point of the fact is that I don't know, bro. He just don't do it for me. Like I
still want to see Tank and Tevin Farmer. I know that ain't gonna happen.
I don't want to see that.
I don't want to see that now.
I don't want to see that either because that motherfucker.
Tevin got to fight on Friday, bro.
He pillow fisted like a motherfucker. That motherfucker can't bust a grape.
Like I said, Tank, right? Like they. So when you say things, right? When you say things as a promoter and you have a fighter, I'm going to make you right. I'm gonna make you show those things. You got to stick to the things that you say. Now, when we hear, and y'all hit the like button, smash on my like button. If you have not hit the like button, it's free. Smash the like button. When you say things like Tank Davis is the biggest attraction in boxing. Tank Davis, we're here to make the biggest events. That's what they say. So when you say that, I expect you to do that. The Ryan Garcia shit, that's you know what I'm saying, throw that shit out the window. That would have been a huge event. And I told Knockout, I would have been cool with that, right? But now, you talking about the biggest events. We don't want a Michelle Rivera. So Tank Davis can fight. He said this. He can fight from 130 to 140. Now you got opponents that you could go from 130 to 140 and pick.
Give me Gary Russell.
No, Gary Russell not
Gary
ready.
ain't
Gary Russell said we might not see him until this time next year. So
I'm talking about, you talking about Junior, right?
yeah, I'm talking about Gary Russell Jr. Yeah. So that's not a possibility, but you look at the landscape of 140 because all of them, right? All of them big names, 130 to 140, they willing to fight Tank. Now, it
Josh
has to
Taylor
be on
won't
the
Tank.
PBC side. So we got to talk about realistic. We're not talking about nobody on the zone. We're not talking about nobody on Top Rank. So let's cut that shit right now. So look at any of the fighters that's on the PBC side that got, that's some competition from 130 to 140, and then we can go through the list. That's what I see. We can go through the list and see what's a good name because of Michelle Rivera. Like, we don't even know. This kid ain't fought nobody. We don't know how good he is. Tank get in there and knock him out in 4 or 5 rounds, and it's going to be like, okay, what did that prove? Really?
They ain't gonna prove
to real down-to-earth, hardcore boxing fans that know boxing, what did it prove?
The Ruger would be a good fight, but they ain't gonna put him in there with him.
Hell yeah,
They put him in there with biggest program.
Ruger already has a fight with Jose.
He got business to take care of. Frank Martin, to me, I mean, I would accept the Frank Martin fight, but Frank Martin,
he ain't ready yet.
He ain't ready yet. You know what I'm saying? He's not ready yet.
That's all that's left for him, though, is a bunch of prospects on the PBC because this stupid ass signed to Mayweather again, bro.
140, but 140, we could, you know what I'm saying? If you want to, but see me, I gotta stick to what I say. I don't really put Tank. He's not 140-pound fighter to me. But when you go up there and you get a regular belt, you put yourself in that type of shit.
But after he did that, bro, because what you said was facts. He did say he could fight from 130 to 140, but after that, when they really put it on him and said, what you gonna do? He chose 135 and he dropped his belts at 130 and 140. So he wants to campaign at 135, bro. He don't want to go to 140. He made that clear.
135 on the PBC, like who is there for him to fight that has a name that motherfuckers ain't gonna be like, oh my God, this shit again. I don't want to see no motherfucking Isaac Cruz. Why I want to see you go in there and beat a man that you beat the same man that you already beat with one hand.
There is
know that the
nobody
WBA issued that.
All my fellow Tank fans that were telling me, no, knockout, bro, why you wanted to leave Mayweather? Mayweather was doing such a good job when he did this. The answer is, well, don't nobody want to say, but I'm going to say it because I'm real, is ain't no goddamn body. The best names over there at 140. The best names that the PBC have at 135, Jose Valenzuela, Frank the Ghost Martin, Cheryl Rivera, they all goddamn prospects. The names that we want to see him fight, when Knockout was like, yo, he should go sign a 2-fight deal to see if he can get some smoke over there at Top Rank. All the 135 names that we want him to fight, Devin Haney, Vasily Lomachenko, all of them dudes, shit, Teofimo just moved up. All of those guys are Top Rank fucking fighters, bro. Shakur coming up from 130. So when Knockout was running around this bitch telling everybody, look, man, he shouldn't resign, bro. Y'all shouldn't be okay in this shit. You should want him. You should do everything you can to try to get him not to resign to Floyd. People was telling me, nah, Knockout, bro, you probably be a Tank fan. You hating. Like Floyd is doing a good job. All right, now y'all see that the only opponents we can find for his ass that's realistic, they can actually be made, is some goddamn prospects.
Man, that ain't sound like that other nigga. Sound like that other nigga. Sound like that other nigga, don't it? Sound like that other nigga that signed at that place.
Hey, you know what, y'all gonna laugh at this shit, but them names that we name like a Rivera or a motherfucking Isaac Cruz or any of them, you know what? I'd rather see him rematch Rolly than either one of them.
No, I want to. Nah, fuck that. No, I want to see
because
I'm with you on that.
At least Rolly will sell the fight and it'll be exciting leading up into the fight.
Man, you know fuck that. I want to see a good fight. Fuck that.
I'm saying I said rather than either one of them. I don't want to see him in there with Michelle Rivera. The motherfucker can't even speak English.
I know who I do want to see him in there with.
We already saw him in there with Isaac Cruz, and he beat Isaac Cruz with one hand. He can't.
You want to see him in there with Regis, baby?
No. I want to
And
see him
say
with
what y'all
Ryu.
want, but
I want to see
Ryu
him
done
fight
opened
Ryu.
up a card.
Yeah, I'd love to
He
see
ain't
him in
even-
there with Ryu.
Ryu can fucking fight. I want
Yeah,
to
I
see
would
that
love
fight.
to see that, but they, you know, good so motherfucking well. They not
letting
put
that
Tank in the
happen.
ring with Ryu, who is a prospect still, really.
He's not a
but
prospect. He a contender.
well, he's a contender that's kind of just got out of that prospect level that can fight his ass off. They not finna put him in no situation like that, bro.
Put him in there with
Why?
Brandon Lee.
Why?
Brandon Lee's 140.
Why?
Brandon Lee fight at 140. Tank is fighting at
Brandon Lee fight at
135.
Because it's a risk. It's a risk. It's too big of a risk.
It's too big of a risk. Ryu is a power puncher. Like, man,
Brandon Lee
Ryu
is
can
too.
fight.
But Brandon Lee fights at 140. Tank is trying to fight at 135, bro. That's why he dropped his 140-pound belt, bro.
I think Tank could knock out Brandon Lee. Brandon Lee too slow.
Brandon Lee done showed too many flaws, and they trying to tap into that Asian market. They ain't finna feed him to Tank like that. They're trying to tap into that Asian market, but they're trying to feed Brandon Lee up, bro.
I was thinking that'd be a big fight over there in Asia, though. You know, Floyd go over there and market it over there with Brandon Lee in there. That'd be a hell of a big fight over there, though.
Man,
Anybody
look,
that say, hey, look, anybody that
re-signing with Floyd ain't shit over there, bro. There's nothing over there, bro.
none.
Anybody
that done out and say Tank should stay away from, he should fight. Anybody that done out and say that Tank should stay away from, they need to sign that motherfucking fight today. So if he's saying that he needs to stay away from Brandon Lee, make the motherfucking fight.
The cover's bare over here, though.
Well, no, if he is gonna fight 140, fuck Brandon Lee. Get in there with Super L Matias. Become the IBF mandatory.
That's what I said.
Facts.
Earlier, I said
like,
Matias.
like, if he gonna fight
Matias
140,
and Tank
the standard is the motherfucking standard, nigga. That shit don't change. The standard is the standard. I want you to fight the best, bro. Prove to me that I mean,
he in the Ryu category where you know damn well they ain't putting him in there with Ryu or Matias.
Or Matias, right. Yeah, I mean, we all feel like Tank got scrapped, but Floyd and them scared they're gonna fuck off the investment. But here's my thing, and I don't know, it's with every one of these fighters, bro. A nigga respect you more if you get out there in the paint and motherfucking lose. You know what I'm saying? Rather than duck or fight somebody weak. Like, I think it'll boost your career if you get out in there and have a knockdown, drag out. Who is that? Mickey Ward and who is that? You know, they had them knockdown, drag out. Arturo got it. Thank you. Yeah. Them fights really made them. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, like, kind of solidified them guys. They was already guys. You dig what I'm saying? But I mean, damn, bro, they had epic fights. You feel what I'm saying? Bradley, his funky ass having them fights with goddamn me Manny. You know, they help solidify you. Win, lose, a motherfucking draw, man. Like, goddamn, don't be scared to get out there. These
niggas trying to be rock stars now. These niggas trying to be rock stars.
If new media is right and this nigga fights Abner Mares,
these niggas trying to be Lil Wayne and shit. These niggas want to be rock stars and shit, man. They ain't, man. Come on, man.
Bro, somebody put Abner Mares in the chat, bro. If they right, I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind. Cause you know Abner's coming back shortly, bro. He making his return.
Man, we are supposed to see that fight. What was it?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
If we years ago, Abner pulled out that shit, wore an eye patch for a month on PBC for about a year.
No, Abner, I really fucked up. I kicked him with Abner. We kicked him with Abner Mares for real tough. We kicked it with him real tough.
Man, I fuck with Abner. I'm just saying that motherfucker was gonna be worse. He took that Tank fight. Shit.
Yeah, Abner,
you right.
About to come back and take it.
He got
fucked up for real.
Abner Mares got 2 detached retinas.
Yeah, nah, he need to chill out, bro.
Yeah, this shit fucked up for real.
His lack of defense and Tank accuracy is the second most accurate puncher in boxing.
See, this is why Tank stayed. To me, this is why Tank stayed where he is.
Abner Mares, Leo Santa Cruz.
To me, this is exactly why Tank Davis stayed where he at, because it's the safe zone. Ain't no smoke over there. It's the safe zone.
Fact.
Fight. Everybody on the other sides of the streets.
You either
just like that other nigga that stayed with Top Rank all that time for protection.
I'm hoping he doing that because they're paying him money and they gonna have to come to him, bro, because he is the big name. So hopefully he can get some people to come to him, bro. But right now, The best we can hope for is one of these top-notch prospects, bro. That's all we can hope for, dog.
We
Like,
should
come
only
on,
let
bro.
OTB speak on shit
this
like
shit.
this because you know he an expert in it. He been following no motherfucker who stayed in the safe zone for years, goddamn it, and got somewhat famous. Now this whole ass nigga asking for 50-50, but he traveling states and getting mistaken for a 12 and
His
don't
own
nobody.
money. He brought
Look.
his own money to put on the table. Shit, when you
Like,
put your own
like,
bag
come
on
on.
the table.
This right here I put on the screen, that ain't exciting to me. Tank versus Rivera or Tank versus Cruz in a rematch. Bro, that's not exciting.
Yeah, I don't want to see that
I've
shit.
been waiting for Tank to fight a big name, somebody that we could look at and be like, oh, damn, man, this like a 60-40, 50-50 type fight. Ever since he jumped off the porch and won that title in 2017, bro, I ain't going for that shit. Nah, man.
Nah, I'm with you. That's true. It's true for every fighter except Teofimo and Long. We need some 50-50 fights from all these dudes, man.
You gonna include Devin Haney up in there? Stop that bullshit.
He ain't had no 50-50 fight. Coach, stop, man. Like, I don't want to do this shit again, bro. He ain't had no 50-50 fight that's been 50-50, bro.
Undisputed champion of the fucking world.
I'm not discrediting him by state. A fact cannot be discrediting, bro. When you state a fact, that cannot be considered discrediting. It's just the truth.
Always want
the truth can't be discrediting, bro.
So I'm gonna say this, right? I'm gonna say this, right? And I'm gonna stay neutral, but he hasn't had a 50-50 fight, but he's called for him and he's asked for him, right? He didn't beg for him. Tank ain't. That's the difference.
Facts. Give him credit for his attitude and wanting to smoke, but let's tell the truth at the same time.
Well, there's a reason why everybody want to fight Tank Davis, but nobody want to fight before this time the WBC champion of the world. There's a reason why that they all want Tank Davis, but nobody want to fuck with him.
Yeah, because he the bigger name, bro. Because he the bigger name.
What the name got to do? You make more money fighting Devin.
It don't matter. You become more popular and you get better opportunities after fighting Tank. You see, like you'd have thought Eastside Pitbull Cruz beat Tank ass. Look at Eastside Pitbull Cruz, bro. Shining out there, man.
Watch see who Rolly fight next. Watch that.
Rolly a bigger name too after getting his ass put to sleep. Everybody be bigger names after him, bro. But see what you and Jay Grant Jr. and people like you want people to believe is that it's because Devin Haney is so much more of a better fighter than Tank, and so that's why they call him Tank name instead of Devin Haney, because Devin Haney has a skill set that's unmatched. Can't nobody see him. Like, bro, the only dude from 130 to 140 that got 130 to 135, because 140 got some monsters. The only dude from 130 to 135 that got any real rep for Tank is Shakur Stevenson, bro. That's
Shakur is a beast.
Not as wild as Gary looked last.
The rest of them going to sleep, dog. The rest of them going to sleep.
You could talk about it, but guess what? We ain't gonna never see it because your man's scared.
Whatever you say, man. We ain't gonna see it because Devin Haney won't take that type of deal to go fight Tank. Because he ain't confident like you think. He ain't taking that deal. He ain't gonna say, give me less money. Give me less money to fight Tank. I'm taking all the chances. Give me less money to fight Tank now, but he'll take less money to fight Camboso's ass though on him.
What the fuck? No, he took them chances. Why should he when he's the motherfucking undisputed champion? He ain't the man. Because he ain't the man. He the valedictorian. He makes straight A's. He win all the science projects, but all the girls is looking at this other dude over here.
So even if he took 55-45, coach,
to the bus
you can make
beating up, goddamn it.
55-45, coach. Why not just go out there and prove, like you saying,
bro,
right?
You can't even get in with him. They don't want no smoke. They don't want. You heard what Leonard Ellaby said.
I hear you, coach.
Wait. He don't even want to get in negotiation.
All I remember him saying is that Devin was gonna ask for too much money. So prove
y'all heard? No, don't stop making up stories because they ain't never came out.
He said these fighters, these ain't big fights. You gotta pay these guys or something like that. He was talking about the money.
What's the problem? What's the problem? You greedy.
Go ask for that
hold
money.
On. That greedy tunnel nose motherfucker sitting here talking about they want too much. That's that bullshit. The fucking man is the undisputed champion of the fucking world and ain't gotta beg people to fight him.
He ain't gotta beg nobody to fight him. He's fighting Cambosos and then Loma. People about to fight him. He's fighting Cambosos and Loma. Bob Arum told you that.
He's 23 years old. He gonna get up in there with motherfucking Loma. He ain't gonna do like Tank motherfucking ass. and wait years and years trying to age the.
You know why he gonna get over there with Loma? Because he signed that badass deal to let Bob Avery have control.
Loma.
That's why
he took a chance, bro. That was what I was saying earlier when we
he gotta fight
he
Loma.
took a chance though, bro. Like we ain't even seeing Tank try and take no chances.
Why do he need to take chances? They need to come to him.
Bill and them talked all that shit about what they control and shit, and now they can't even get a Loma fight. Now they gotta wait and do what Bob said. So you know what I'm saying? Look, we knew it was fucking
with y'all. Y'all ain't no real motherfucking boxing fans, bro. Y'all
don't tell me I ain't no real boxing fan. Devin Haney want all the smoke. I'm just saying, like, let's get off of the Tank is ducking him train, bro.
Excuses for Tank, bro.
What excuse am I making? What do you want him to do right now, Coach? What can he do right now? Because he can't fight Devin right now.
He can't fight.
He can't fight Devin right now, bro. So what can he do? What will make you happy? Ryan Garcia and Oscar De La Hoya is walking lock and step. They ain't trying to negotiate. Just like the last time these two teams tried to negotiate, and Ryan Garcia all of a sudden had a Pacquiao fight. Now he pulling out again. So what do you want?
Knockout. See.
What fight did Tank say he wanted?
He said, if Devin Haney win, I won't fight you next.
No, what fight did he tell us was gonna be next?
He said he won't fight Ryan Garcia next, since Ryan was calling his name. And you know what he also said?
That was the first fight we ever seen him
I'm not going to respond to him on Twitter. I'll wait until the fight is made, because Ryan is not a man of his word. Now, what's going on right now? Over there, Golden Boy, they ain't being no man in their goddamn word. So
let me say this.
You asked for that fight.
Hey, let me say this. Let me read this super chat. My man Jermaine Bean, and this is a huge Gervonta Tank Davis fan, and this is the fan that says, "I just want to see Tank in the ring. I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't care if Tank get in the ring against Knockout, and Knockout ain't got no professional fights. I just want to see Tank knock out somebody." He says that he said let Tank take Abner to the pastures. He want to see Tank versus Abner Mares. I'm not even
Jermaine, I'm sure Key appreciate your support, but you the type of fan that they talking about, bro. Don't do that. No, we don't want that.
You know how I feel now, don't you? Not.
Don't do that, bro. You come on, Jermaine Bean. I'm toting the line right now, bro. I'm up here. I'm in the trenches. You can't say shit like that, bro. We appreciate the $2. Key appreciate you, you know what I'm saying? Cup of coffee, you know, McChicken, whatever the fuck. Like, he appreciate you, bro. But damn, dog, don't say that, bro. We ain't trying to see that shit, man.
Yeah.
You don't move like that, because you know what they gonna say, Jermaine? They gonna be like, see, I told you, all them Tank fans. All them Tank fans. We ain't all like that, bro.
They're almost worse than Terence Crawford fans.
Hey, I done sat in them trenches before too, man. I ain't get a flyover, drop basket, man. We ain't getting no help.
I ain't getting no help right now.
Hey, Coach, you ain't lying. He on that same protective ass shit. He on that same shit. Ain't nobody gonna cap for that. He on that same I'ma sign where it's safe ass shit. He is.
I'm not going to send no bullshit. I don't give a fuck what fight it is. I can like that motherfucker skill level, how great a fight is. I'm not supporting no motherfucker that don't give me good fights. Period. I don't give a fuck if it's Errol Spence. I don't give a fuck if it's Regis. If it's Regis, I'm going to go talk to his mama and tell her to look.
Did you watch Regis versus Tyrone? Did you watch Regis versus Tyrone McKenna, Coach?
Yes. Yes. But why?
And he loved it.
All right.
Hold on.
I was just asking, bro. Was you cool with Regis? Was you cool with Regis signing the pro? Hold on. Was you cool with Regis signing the Pro Bellum instead of Top Rank when all the smoke was at Top Rank? Was you cool with
I didn't know who he signed with, and listen, I didn't care. But my point is this.
You ain't care.
Hold on.
You ain't care who he signed to, but you care who Tank signed to. All right, man.
Still not letting me finish. Was the Tyrone and McKenna fight a title eliminator to be the mandatory? Yes or no?
I believe it was, right? Yeah.
When Tank gonna fight in one motherfucker so he could fight?
I mean, shit. Didn't he defend the mandatory against fucking Rolly? Wasn't that a mandatory?
For what?
To be Devin Haney's mandatory challenger in the WBA, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, it was.
It was.
Yeah, it was.
Okay,
But I'm just saying, where was his energy when
That's why they
Regis
couldn't take that
signed
fight.
to a startup?
I'm gonna tell you right.
When Regis signed to a startup in Pro Bellum, he signed to a goddamn startup with no fighters. Where was his energy for Regis? Regis, man, look, man, you don't want no smoke. Why you sign over there? Why ain't you go over there to top rank? Where was his energy at, man?
First of all, you got a totally different fucking a totally different attitude with Regis and Tank. And now tell me I'm lying about that.
I mean, I'm looking at action. They talk different. They definitely talk different. But in terms of action, I don't know, man.
But the results is the key to the thing. The results, because Pro Bellum still got Regis.
See, Regis is the Devin Haney of the 140 division.
Nobody
want to fuck with him. Nobody want to fuck with him.
Let me say this.
Nobody want to fight him.
Hold on. Let me say this. Tank Davis got the name to where everybody want to fight him, right? And he can respond to all those call outs and push for those fights, but he don't.
Right.
Regis don't have that luxury. Regis is the exact opposite. He call out everybody, but don't nobody want to fight Regis because
they know they're gonna go to the hospital.
His name ain't big enough and it's too big of a risk. So you can't compare Tank and Regis when it comes to that situation. My man Tom 40 says, I got Tank over all of them. He says, I want to see him fight Haney, Loma, Farmer, Gary Russell Jr. I got Tank. But the problem is Tank stayed in the protection program over there, and we not gonna see none of those fights. We not gonna see him fight none of them fights. And I'm gonna tell you like this: when Gary Russell Jr. Begins to come back off of his injury next year, whenever, sometime next year, we better not hear Tank calling out Gary Russell Jr. off of no motherfucking injury like that, when he wouldn't call him out and he wouldn't fight him, when Gary Russell was calling him all type of bitches and hoes and faggots and shit. I don't want to see that.
All them names except Farmer, bro. I don't want to see Tevin Farmer, bro.
Now, I wouldn't mind seeing a Gary Russell Jr. if we see Gary Russell come back and have a fight, you know what I'm saying, and look good. Then you can set that up. But Gary Russell's not gonna get a Tank Davis fight. They finna blackball Gary Russell out for good.
Facts.
That's
Facts.
you
can hear it in his voice. He kept saying it, like, man, if you see me again,
they're not gonna give him no more fights. Period.
Shout out to the Sweet Science Examiner. It was a mandatory defense for Tank, bro. It was, but that's part of the WBA getting rid of all them belts and shit. And so the winner of Tank and the winner of Rolly becomes the mandatory for Devin Haney because they're trying to get rid of all them extra belts and shit. So it was, they didn't call it a title eliminator, but
you can't meld him and pour him in there with him.
That's why they couldn't take that fight from him. And then my thing, as far as the Regis shit go, Pro Bellum was still able to give Regis a title shot. And we don't know that we could say that for Mayweather. You understand? As much as he next in line,
Tank got a title shot years ago. He fought Jose Pedraza for a title. He got
for a title.
You know what else you forgot about knockout? You know what else you forgot? You forgot that Regis is fighting for the title next. That's what most fighters want to do, win the world championship. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to him.
Yeah. He
already fought for two of those.
Yeah.
Shout out to Regis. And guess what he's gonna have to do, Coach? More than likely, he's gonna have to go to Top Rank to do it.
But both of them wasn't.
He could have just went to Top Rank from the very beginning.
Nah, Bob Arum will make that fight with Tank Davis. I promise you.
Where all that smoke at, you ain't went to go get none of them straps, and that's the problem. That's why Shakur taking his ass up to 35.
Yeah, he gonna go up there and they trying to keep all them fights in house unless the fight big enough, bro. They got plans for them hoes, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro.
I don't want to hear about no blueprint. I don't want to hear about no blueprint.
I ain't talking about
plan or none of that shit. No more for Tank Davis. If he's not fighting top level competition, he getting cooked.
What's considered top level?
Here we go. He got to figure out all of that now.
It's gonna piss us all off. I'm tell you that right now.
You know what top level competition is, just like I do. We not moving the goalposts for
you
Tank.
You said Rolly, bro. Like if he fight Rolly, ain't nobody gonna be happy with that fight.
No, no. See, you saying half of what I said. You saying half of what I said, Knockout.
What's the other half, bro?
I said if we got to pick between seeing Gervonta Tank Davis and Isaac Cruz rematch, or Gervonta Tank Davis in a goddamn what's his name? Motherfucking Rivera. I said I'd rather see Isaac Cruz. Goddamn Rolly Romero rematch. I'd rather see a Rolly Romero rematch. I said because ain't now one of them, to me, ain't now one of them nowhere near close to a 50-50 fight.
And we're gonna shit on all them fights, is what I'm telling you. We're gonna shit on every last one of them.
I ain't gonna shit on no Rayo fight.
And at least Rolly will sell that shit. The other two can't even speak English. That shit ain't gonna. It's not gonna bring me no type of excitement leading up to the fight.
In the ring, we gonna be all mad as shit though. It ain't what we want. That's all I'm saying.
I think Rolly more dangerous than either one of them though.
I like Ryu better than all of them.
Well, we didn't talk about Ryu. We know he ain't gonna fight no Ryu.
Coach, we know that fight ain't happening.
Why? That's what y'all let that shit go. That's my point. That's my fucking
Coach.
point.
That's why we having a conversation that we having, Coach.
Quit being in a competition fucking sport if it's too much risk. Fuck you in a competition.
We not saying we okay with it, Coach.
Too much fucking risk. Then quit fucking boxing then. God damn it, that boy deserve a fucking shot at fucking fighting on the top level. Shit. Y'all, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's the word just came out of y'all fucking mouth.
Omega Red tripping talking about Rolly.
We not saying we okay with the shit. We saying that shit. That's the disadvantage to them signing back with Mayweather. We know that fights like that won't happen.
Fuck. That's what I'm saying right there. It ain't gonna happen. Fuck that. We need to be on this fucking internet pushing for that goddamn fight. Saying Tank need to fucking fight Ryu. If you ain't
Coach,
gonna,
they told us they don't care. They told us they don't care already.
Well, see, there we go. There we go. OTB.
Now you
but
tell
that's
us
why I
that
can't support a
that you
motherfucker who's not
want
gonna
a
show us
Ryan
the
Garcia fight, and then it's numbers, and now it's numbers all of a sudden. That's my only thing with the shit. Just like we on Oscar no ass, we on their ass too, because they was full of shit about it too. Y'all told us that y'all wanted that fight next.
Everybody else can motherfucking fight. We'll make them motherfuckers special that he can't get in the fucking ring with Ryu. He in your weight class. He in the fucking.
I'm gonna tell you, Tank is a star. You know, Tank don't gotta fight none of these guys.
That's it.
You know, we got a blueprint and we got a plan for Tank Day. Tank don't need to be worried about none of these other fighters. All these other fighters worried about Tank Day. Tank don't need to do none of that.
Just like I told y'all get ready for Hucklebuck the fucking trash man. That's what y'all get ready for. Hucklebuck the trash man. That's his next fucking fight.
That nigga sound just like
Cook at a Whataburger. Goddamn it, go get the cook at a Whataburger.
Hit that out one more time, Keith.
Hey, you know, man, they got that blueprint for Tank, man. For real. It ain't. I'm telling you,
this shit killing Knockout right now because he can't defend that shit. It's killing him. Right now,
Knockout is saying too though.
Hold on, Cole. You're not gonna make it seem like I'm the guy to defend bullshit, bro. When bullshit is bullshit, I call it out, bro.
Yeah, but it's killing you that we on your mans because you love that motherfucker.
No, bro. Signing to Mayweather is a bad move. If he don't get big fights, which is looking like this next one's gonna be something that's gonna be
gonna start calling this nigga Gervonta Chavez and shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a good look.
That nigga gonna be 75. That nigga gonna be 75 and 0 before he fights somebody. And shit.
I told you on your channel, Coach. It's only two things. Like I agree with everything and most of what y'all say. It's only really two things where we disagree. Point one is that the people that believe Devin Haney's resume is now all of a sudden just way better than Tank Davis. That's point one. Point two is that Tank Davis been ducking Devin Haney for forever.
I never said his resume was way better than Tank.
No, you haven't. You haven't, but that's the only contention that I take. Everything else about Tank needing to fight better fights, Tank need to go get the better competition, he need to call out these fighters. Those are all things that I've said multiple times. You can't go to a Tank Davis video on me talking about one of his fights and me big up in it not one time. I don't never act like the fights are good or, hey, man, this is a really competitive fight. Matter of fact, people were telling me, oh, man, Rolly going to be competitive. Rolly going to be a tough-ass fight. And I was like, nah, I mean, he going to do what he supposed to do with him because Rolly ass don't belong in the ring with him. And this is a trash-ass fight. He going to knock Rolly ass out.
I thought
I ain't just capping for Tank, bro. I ain't never gonna cap for any
I thought Rolly was gonna get the shit beat on him, but I thought he was gonna survive more than 9 rounds. I did. I said that I thought he was gonna survive, and the reason I thought he was gonna survive because I know how Rolly fight. Rolly fight rough. He grab you. He'll tackle you. He try to throw you. But what happened in that fight with him and Gervonta Tank Davis? They didn't let Rolly do none of that shit. They didn't let him fight his fight. They didn't let every time he went to go grab Tank. They right away they pulled him off of him. You know what I'm saying? They separated Rolly from Tank right away. They didn't let Rolly even fucking think about grabbing Tank up. So, you know, I thought that Rolly was going to be able to do a lot of rough housing shit that he usually does, and that was going to, you know, take him into the later rounds. He wasn't able to do that. And I'm not making no excuse for him, but he wasn't able to do the things that he usually does that they let him get away with. In this fight with Tank, they ain't let him get away with none of that shit. They didn't even let him try to do none of that shit.
Well,
They
just Tank knocked his ass out. Shit.
Let me check my email. Checking my email. Yep, still nothing from you, Buckle Up Boxing. I see you typing in the comments. You disagree with me a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Devin don't have a better. To me, Devin don't have a better resume than Tank. You got to think. You know what I'm saying? If you keep it 100, you got to think Tank fought Pedraza coming out the gate. Tank fought. Like I said, I don't really like to give him a lot of credit for Leo Santa Cruz because Leo Santa Cruz is a tailor-made opponent for Gervonta Tank Davis. I mean, that shit, it doesn't get no easier when you talk about a tailor-made opponent. But he did fight him, and then he fought, goddamn, what's his name up at 140 pounds?
Gamboa was still a beast with Tank fought him too, though.
No, Gamboa, he was trash when he fought motherfucking both of them, Haney and Tank. But so we ain't putting Gamboa in there. But then he did fight Isaac Cruz. Now, Isaac Cruz to me ain't that good, but he's as good as somebody like, you know, I mean, he's better than Linares at that stage in Linares' career, for sure.
Hey, Keon, this is what we argued about earlier. You think Kambosos could beat Pitbull Cruz?
Maybe so. I think maybe so. Yeah, I think because Pitbull Cruz to me, he's pretty. You know, he's real wild.
Thank you.
He's short. He, you know what I'm saying? He don't really have no jab like that. I think Kambosos could beat him.
Knockout said Pitbull
would have to knock out Kambosos to win that fight.
I love Key and I respect his opinion, but y'all think asking Key is gonna make me change my opinion, bro?
No, of course not. You supposed to stand on yours. You're a man.
I'm being honest, but I'm being straight down.
But Key is it a close fight? Are they on the close level? Are they on a level close enough where you think it's a close fight? I think that they resumes,
right? I think that when you look at Devin Haney resume and Tank resume, I think they resume pretty even. You know what I'm saying? I don't see nobody on Haney's resume that Devin Haney. I don't see nobody on Haney's resume that Tank Davis wouldn't beat the fuck out of, and vice versa. I don't see nobody on Tank Davis's resume that Devin Haney wouldn't beat the fuck out of.
Them are all facts. But Keith, do you think Pitbull and Kambosos is a close fight? Do you think they battle on the same level, that the fight could go either way? Or do you think Kambosos' level is above Pitbull?
I think that the only way that Pitbull could win is to catch Kambosos with one of them wild ass looping shots and knock him out. And I don't really see that happening.
And what fighter in Tank fought do you see beating Kambosos?
But let me read these super chats real quick.
None of them
let me read these super chats real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Tom 40 says Haney versus Kambosos or Tank versus Cruz. Which one? Which one is the better fight? Is you asking me? I mean, we saw them both. So Tank versus Cruz was the better fight, but we can say it's because Tank had one hand. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Those fights pretty much the same level fights to me.
Mm-hmm.
They the same level fights to me pretty much. You know what I'm saying? I don't see one greater than the other one, or those are the same level. It's the same level competition from what we saw. Omega Red says, why signing with Mayweather is a problem with y'all? Seems to me he getting paid with them and everyone is chasing him. Seems like they did what they supposed to do. Y'all tripping. What you mean? Because you ain't really a boxing fan like that, Omega Red. you could give a fuck who Tank Davis fight. You don't really care. That don't matter to you. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't really a boxing fan like that and you just a fan of a certain fighter or certain fighters, that's the type of response you gonna say. Why would you? It's the same problem that we had when motherfucking Terence Crawford re-signed to Top Rank and he was getting money. I don't give a goddamn how much money he was getting. I want to see the fights. It ain't no different with Tank Davis. He signed over there and it ain't no smoke over there for him, right? Just like Terence Crawford signed with Top Rank and it wasn't nobody over there for him. So yeah. As far as the Devin Haney and Tank Davis shit, it's other fighters besides Devin Haney. Yeah, we keep driving this Devin Haney. It's other fighters. You know what I'm saying? If you look at the landscape, if you get out of that circle of TMT promotions, or I'm just staying on this side, it's a whole lot of smoke for Tank.
Yeah, but Tank don't want that smoke. And that's my only thing. That's my problem with him calling out Ryan. Is the one fight that you asked for was Ryan Garcia. You knew the likeliness of this fight happening, and then you re-signed with the company that don't give it a higher likeliness.
Oh, my brother Blue in the building. What's happening with it? Blue Blood Sports TV. And congratulations once again, Blue, doing big things, making major moves. Yes, sir.
Facts.
My man, Sweet Signs Examiner. My bad. I gotta read my man Sweet Signs Examiner. I missed him too. He says, exactly, Keon. And I also think that Rolly's team changed the game plan in order to fight Gervonta. He says Rolly looked like he came out there trying to catch Gervonta with the hand, with the hard shot instead of roughhousing. Yeah.
He fought a totally different fight.
Yeah, he fought a different fight. And then, like, when he did try to do the roughhouse tactic, the referee jumped in very quick. Like, they already had warned him. Don't let Rolly grab on Tank and do that rough shit. You know what I'm saying? Because who was reffing the fight?
And that fight
who was reffing the fight? Floyd Mayweather wasn't what's his name that always ref Floyd Mayweather fights reffing that fight?
It was David Fields that was reffing the fight.
David Fields. Oh yeah, the black dude with the bald head, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But it's like they already had warned him. Now, like I said, I ain't making no excuses, but if you watch the fight, you can see it. So yeah, because I remember me and my girl, we were watching the fight together, and she's like, "Why they breaking them apart so quick?" I said, "Cause shit, they ain't already warned them. That's what cause Rolly, he get rough. A motherfucker he fights you like a goddamn linebacker and shit."
Yeah, they boxing. This ain't wrestling. Shit.
So they wouldn't gonna let none of that shit happen, and I think that would have frustrated if they had to let Rolly fight like he usually fight. Yeah, it still probably would have been the same outcome, but I think it would have been a much tougher fight for Tank because that rough shit, that shit wear on you. And Rolly, that motherfucker strong and he very physical. But yes, sir. And Buckle Up Boxing. You talking about this and that. It is what it is. Like I said, all we want to know is if you're going to accept that, the debate.
Yeah, I ain't got no email from you.
If you don't want to do it on Knockout Channel, we can do it here if you want to. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'll come over here. Shit, hell no, I don't care. I will come over here. It don't matter.
And I'll moderate it. You know what I'm saying? Straight down the middle, and put up a poll for everybody. So you on neutral territory. It don't matter. My man Omega Red.
You can choose the topics. I can't do it tonight. Wednesday and Thursday night, or I can do it during Key's normal show.
Yeah.
Those are the times I can do it. Wednesday, Thursday night on my channel, and Key can moderate it, or we can do it on his channel doing his normal show.
Right.
I'm down. And you can pick the topics. You can tell me what we're talking about.
And my man Omega Red back in that super chat. Big country Omega Red. You know what I'm saying? You might catch him biting off a fish head raw. He says, since when I said I even like Tank, I do like that Geico commercial he did playing the drums though. Hey, Omega Red is
stupid, man.
Hey, he crazy as hell, man. But yeah, that's why. But Omega, real talk, that's why we have a problem with him. You know, staying with Mayweather Promotions. That's why we have a problem with that because we want to see the big fights. I want to see Tank in a competitive fight. I want to see Tank to where we like, damn, dude might get Tank. And it's not because I don't like Tank. It's because I want to see Errol Spence in that same type of fight. I want to see Terence Crawford in that same type of fight. It don't matter who it is. I want to see him in fights like that so I know, okay, he really that dude. He really that good. You know?
Facts. A fight where everybody's saying, oh, it's going to be competitive. It's 50-50. It's right. This, it's that. Then if he go in there and watch their ass, now he done validated everything that his fans say about him.
Validate everything. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Tank Davis, shit, he beat Shakur. Can't nobody tell me shit about Tank. Tank Davis, he beat Devin Haney. Can't nobody tell me Tank ain't nothing. Tank the best out of all. Nah, Tank the best. I like to be able to say that shit and really believe it without a shadow of a doubt.
Because when we look at him, we know that the talent there for him to beat these people.
Right.
It ain't like the talent ain't there.
It's hell yeah, the talent there. My man Sweet Signs Examiner says, facts, y'all. It's almost seemed like they warned the ref that Rolando gonna try to use his judo skills versus Gervonta. Laugh out loud. They did though. You can tell really because as soon as they would get close to each other, Rolly would try to, you know what I'm saying, grab him. Right away, he break him up. And in boxing, you don't break. You're supposed to let the fighters fight out of the break. And then if you see like one is holding excessive, then you break it up. They ain't let it go like they ain't let that shit happen at all. But this is something I'm gonna talk about tomorrow because we got to wrap it up. And I know if I talk about this shit, we gonna be on this shit for a minute. But the BPC, the Blood Protection Committee, they running around talking about Errol Spence is scared because he didn't show up to the Maurice Hooker Virgil Ortiz fight because he knew that Terence Crawford and them was gonna be there. Why wasn't EJ there? Right? So we're gonna talk about that shit tomorrow for sure. But we're gonna wrap that up. I just want to make because I seen dude come through in the building, you know what I'm saying, and say
they gonna be
but he said, but where was EJ though Saturday night? Duck. Yeah, so we're gonna get on his ass tomorrow. God. So make sure that y'all tune in tomorrow because we're gonna touch on that shit.
Yeah.
Let me go around the panel. My man Upper Echelon, give us your last words before we get up out of here right now, and let us know when you're gonna be on and where to find you at.
I'd like to thank. First, I want to say shout out to Key, shout out to the chat, shout out to everybody up here, OTB, Knockout, Coach, and you know I'm just around right now. I'm putting out this content for the boxing, but later on in the week I'm gonna be switching over to the college football. I'm getting started on the college football tonight, actually. And when college football season start, catch me on Wednesdays, like around 3:30 to 4:30. I'll be giving out my bets for the locks and the daggone schedules and everything. And every week I'm gonna give y'all one guaranteed lock, you know. And if it don't hit, I'll pay you back for it. But I'm always one guaranteed.
Hey, I'm in there. I'm in there.
I'm tapped in.
Hey, that's all you had to say. I'm in there.
Do we get a roll over?
Knockout, you doing the same promotion too?
Nah. I ain't got nothing going on with that. I make my picks on Thursday and shit.
I give you one guaranteed pick every week. Like I can give you one.
I mean, shit. 85% of my
it can't be no motherfucking Alabama Community College versus goddamn fucking Alabama Crimson Tide.
If I give you a pick, it's gonna cover the spread.
You know Alabama's schedule.
Hey, I ain't gotta do all that, Key, cause shit, like Upper Echelon doing this thing with that shit, but 85% of the picks I give you a lot.
You saying one pick that's gonna cover the spread?
I'm like me. like anytime I've ever done this every year, bro, I'm always good for 3 picks. But you know,
Okay.
I'm always have my guaranteed super pick that if you want to pick this the pick right here.
So
But
if
you
I
know, I'm
put
gonna do 4
$1,000
picks.
on it, you gonna send me my $1,000 back?
Yeah, bro.
God damn.
Yeah, I'm a man of my word, bro. I'm a man of my
Shit,
word.
hey, shit.
I'm a man of my word. But you know, if I put a guarantee out there, it's gonna be a guarantee because you know this is what I do. I've been doing this for years. I did it 10 years in prison. This is what I do. This is what I
Yeah.
study.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I
There
take
you
this.
go.
I take
Your
the
shit
gambling
up.
serious. You know, I ain't worked since I've been home, and I'm 40 years old. I ain't had to work in about 15 years just off gambling. The only
Shit,
problem I
man.
have is I
Hey,
try to go for the gusto too much. I be trying to go for
yeah.
the 5 and 6 picks.
I'm definitely finna tap in with you because that's like, man, when it comes to football and all of that, I'll be on the same shit. So I'm definitely finna tap
In
in
the
with you.
NFL, I can't do that because you
We
know
gonna
they
have
be
to.
having that.
I'm gonna
They
tap in with you behind the scenes.
all right.
Yes, sir. Um, and matter of fact, drop your drop your info so I can get with you in the private chat. Omega Red in the super chat. He say, and so y'all hear upper echelon. I'm telling y'all better tap in with him.
Hey, yeah, I'm telling
Go
y'all
sub,
now.
go sub to
Hey,
his channel. Make sure that you drop your link to your channel in the chat, upper echelon. Drop your link to your channel in the chat so everybody can sub to you also. Yes, sir.
and he cold with them
Let me read
picks.
Omega Red super chat. Big country. He said, "Where you get that Master P hat?" He said they are fire. They ain't talking about a Master P. Hey, Omega Red, a
Oh, nigga
goddamn
funny,
fool.
dog. That
That
nigga
nigga
funny.
funny as hell talking about a Master
Retarded.
P hat. Hey,
Damn.
hey, who we got next? We got my man.
Yeah, y'all
Knockout,
mind if
man.
I get my last words real quick, bro? I got to dip.
Yeah. It's on you, Knockout.
Appreciate you, man. Shout out to everything boxing, upper echelon, OTB, glove up boxing, and more. Everybody that was up in the panel and everybody in the chat, man. Look, man, we live every Wednesday and Thursday night over on my channel. We drop daily content videos every single day. This week is a big week for the channel, bro. We got 2 fire ass debates coming up this week, bro, and it seemed like this Earl Spence and Terence Crawford week. It's a lot of beef between Earl Spence fans and Terence Crawford fans here on the YouTube, man. So both debates are gonna be on Spence Crawford, but from different angles. On Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. Central Time, I got my brother Ricky Williams boxing going against my other brother King David from Box or Die. They gonna go at it on Earl Spence and Terence Crawford. Then we got a big one this Thursday night at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. Right after I do my picks for the week and give my fight predictions for the week, I got my brothers OTB boxing class 1-on-1 who is up here on this panel. He gonna be going against my brother BFTB boxing Thursday night at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. I'm telling y'all right now, bro. I know how all 4 of these brothers cook. These gonna be some debates you don't want to miss, man. It's gonna be some debates y'all don't want to miss. So please tune in 7:30 Central Time on both days, man. And we also live Sunday with the Singing OG KQKC Boxing Network. Key, I appreciate you always supporting me, man. And OTB coach, upper echelon, number love to y'all brothers, man. And number love to the chat. Peace. Y'all go check out my channel when y'all get an opportunity, man. We're trying to put in work over there, bro.
Yes,
That's all I
sir.
got.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
We love you.
Upper echelon. Drop your link in the chat so they can sub to your channel. Knockout Boxing 86 TV, man. He over there doing great work. And salute to Knockout OTB, Mr. You know what I'm saying? School is now in session. OTB, man, give me your last words.
hey, man, salute to my brothers. Great day on the panel. Salute you having us, Key. You know what I mean? Appreciate that, bro. Salute the coach. Salute the up. Salute the knock, man. Always a pleasure. Salute the blue, man. You know what I mean? That's iconic, man. I want everybody to try and support that as we all gonna be supporters of Brian Norman as well as what they doing. You know what I mean? Because that's iconic, y'all. That's a Jake Paul move. You feel me? Like that's something that don't happen. So we gonna try and make sure as a community that that's successful. And that opened doors for all of us as he did in a way that we up here now. But man, I wanted to bring y'all the Alicia Baumgartner and Michaela Mayer film, but I ain't have enough film on Alicia Baumgartner, so I apologize about that. I wasn't gonna give you a half product, but go check out the Clarissa Shields film. Then we gonna be dropping Anthony Joshua and Alexander Usyk. Probably Thursday, I believe Thursday. That'll be up by Thursday. So y'all get over there, man. When a fight break out, it's good to know what's gonna happen. So get the OTB boxing class 1-on-1 and salute the guy.
Make sure that y'all go sub to OTB boxing class 1-on-1. He doing the 5 live streams. He doing the film breakdown study, all of that. Make sure that y'all don't miss it. Everybody drop their links in the chat, like my man, the Sweet Science Examiner, man. Yeah, everybody drop your links in the chat. And Coach, I gotta go back and right now I'm gonna put my earbuds in. Once I get off of here, I'm gonna put my earbuds in. I'm gonna hop in the shower, do what I gotta do. But I'm gonna have you in my ears the whole time because I gotta catch your show that I missed that they didn't send me no notification for. So I'm definitely finna go back and catch that right now. Well, G5 Gabe, what's happening with it? Salute. We finna get up out of here, G5. Coach.
Appreciate you, brother, having me on the panel as always. It's always a pleasure. I'm gonna start going live like around 1:30 every day after brother KQ get off. So
okay, so that's yeah. So that's what 11 my time. Wait,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
10 my time. That's like 10:30. Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, that's 11:30 your time.
Nah,
yeah.
You East Coast time, right?
No, Central.
Oh, okay, yeah, you right. Yeah.
So, man, it was always a pleasure, man. Y'all go and subscribe, Glove Up Boxing and more, man. And don't forget, on Friday nights, we at 8 o'clock we have Couples Corner. Man, we have some fire stuff to help uplift our community and have discussions, you know. So it's always fun. We always been having, so far so good. We've been having fun, you know what I'm saying, and learning about Black love, something that's not portrayed in our community in a good light, because all we see is fucking hoes and bitches and all of this kind of shit when that's not what we really about. That's just what's portrayed out in the media and out in the mainstream. So y'all come check us out and y'all can see something different other than that. So, man, I appreciate you, Keith. Appreciate all the brothers on the panel, man. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Man, y'all check me out. Glove Up Boxing and more.
Yes, sir. And like Coach said, man, Glove Up Boxing more. Y'all already know Coach. He talked that shit with his boxing. And he going live every day, 11. So, 1 p.m. to 1:30 Central Time. That's Central Time, right?
Right.
So he'll be live. So we know that he's gonna be live 1 p.m. to 1:30 Central Time every day. And then on Fridays, like I said, if y'all not tuning in, y'all missing out on them shows on Friday. It's some real live shit going on over there. It ain't got nothing to do with boxing. We talking about, everything. Black love.
Everything, man. Go look at that last show last week. I will say that, man. They had a good show.
Learn, and you're really gonna learn a lot when you tune in. You really gonna learn a lot. So make sure that y'all start tuning in. And my man on the mic with Terence Bailey. What's happening with it? What's good with it, Terence? Yeah, so we gonna be, we over there on Fridays. G5 salute, and make sure that y'all go sub to G5 Game. Make sure that y'all get him to 1,000. He almost there. Let's get G5 Game to 1,000. Yeah, the Sweet Science Examiner said he just subbed to Glove Up Boxing more. Yeah, and you'll love them shows that they be having on Friday. You'll love them shows, Tank. Yes, sir. Dub right side. Salute. Yes, sir. So we out of here, man. Great show. I appreciate everybody. If y'all ain't hit the like button, smash on the like button. We will be back tomorrow, and y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again, and we gone.